We'll take a call from Bob.
Hello?
Hi, Bob.
Hi. How are you this evening?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great. I found the show completely by accident, and I've been intrigued by the questions and answers, and I thought I'd give you a call.
Okay. What would you like us to answer?
Okay. I've had a condition around my mouth that my doctor diagnosed as something called Toodaloo-ass, and I'm not sure how I got that, but it involves chafing, and it gets purple and swelling, I guess, around like where the mustache and chin area would be, not necessarily on the lips.
Is it an underlying fungal infection?
I don't know. I don't know what Toodaloo-ass is, actually. If maybe you could tell me more about it.
Well, actually, you know what? I've seen it. And what I think about it is basically, it's not on the corners of the mouth where you have chelosis, correct?
No,
it's on the top.
Yeah.
Do you shave there?
I with the same razor that I shave my taint with. You think that has anything to do with it? And I borrowed it from Buzz Burbank, who I know has farfalotus of the blow.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was an interesting call.
The Don and Mike Show, and they'll say what they wish.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? No! Yeah, I hate them. They're here every day, Mike. They're still hating. They're a part of the show. Albeit not in the starring role that Rob would like them to be in, but they're here. Get to know them.
Based on a true story, he was a neo-Nazi with one true enemy. Himself, a man of faith, a man of hate, and a soul torn apart. Viewer discretion advised.
Rob's beware!
But Mike, the question is, why must you hate?
I don't understand, Rob.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. The Vital Thing is Think Funny. And all the ships at sea. Hey, for an extra $100, they just might lick it. Don Geronimo and
Lick it.
Michael Vera.
Lick it. Hello, Don and Mike Show, everybody, and it's a new episode on this Wednesday, August 6th. You can call us from the stations that are airing the show now for the next, how many, 2 weeks or so. Thank you. 3 weeks or so. 20-some days. 877-365-3636 or so. That's the national number. In Canada, and your days are numbered up there. Take off to the Great White North. 800-636-1067. And as always, Washington, D.C., your hotline is 202-432-1067.
Hi, Don and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
Howdy, Buzz. And I got a new one to add to the stack today.
Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
Is anyone listening? Hey, what happened? Shut up!
Did you wash the ass today?
Someone called for a doctor?
There you go.
Autopilot on.
And we are ready to rock. We are good to go.
I have to tell you something
Tell me.
that I didn't tell you in the office.
Really go.
Something that happened to me yesterday on the way home from work.
Tell me.
I pulled an old man move.
Really?
I was in traffic, and I was behind this gentleman, and my cell phone went off. And when my cell phone went off, I reached down to answer it, and simultaneously I pressed on the accelerator on my automobile.
And?
And I hit the guy in front of me.
Hey, now. Rob, I believe now, whenever I have such a mishap, where's that good old sound of there? No, not that one. Not that. Not that one. Not the Jack Kent Cook.
That's not the dumb thing I did, though.
No,
A burning, intensive desire.
Then when I did that and I was kind of shocked by it, I pulled an old man move. And I hit the accelerator again.
This burning, unquenchable desire.
Hitting the car in front of me again.
Wow. So you hit the car in front of you twice?
Twice, yes.
Wow.
Quiet.
Minimal, of course, impact because it was so close, but it was just it was a tap, but it was two taps, and it was...
That's all that counts, for God's sake.
I felt 80. I felt like an 80-year-old man.
Flabbergasted.
And then we pulled over to the side of the road, and we exchanged information. And,
whatever.
And the guy saw my name as I wrote it down, and he smiled. And,
go out and take a look at it.
Oh, dear. I'm going to call Don.
Roaring by the entire field was Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
Yeah.
Which took first place with BMW.
It is without question the most spastic thing I've ever done in an automobile.
But doesn't
Because it's
AARP
true.
cover you for that?
Well, you know, it really was. It was like that. And first of all, I think why it happened is because I was looking down at the cell phone, something you shouldn't do.
You're damn right.
That's right, Jack. You shouldn't look down at your cell phone because I saw the light turn green, and then I looked down at my cell phone, and I assumed that the traffic flow.
When you assume
was
an ass out of you and me.
Yes.
I'm liable to lose you.
And he said he put on his brakes so he wouldn't hit the car in front of him.
And you hit him twice.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for sharing that.
I just thought I'd pass that along.
Thanks for sharing
It
that.
was mighty embarrassing. I was, and he was a very, very nice gentleman, and and I hope he doesn't sue me for whiplash. That's I talked to him, and hopefully everything will be fine. Good luck.
There was no breathalyzer test, was there?
I was fresh out of work.
That's why I asked.
Oh yeah.
I'm scared stiff.
That's usually on the way in.
Kidding, of course.
But it was.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Very embarrassing. And I'm still embarrassed by it.
I had it's funny. I had car stuff today too. Nothing with my car. Nothing. No wrecks or anything.
Thank you so much.
For a change. But this happens all the time. Well, first off, I was behind a car yesterday, and I hope that this woman is listening because someone really should rear-end her in more ways than one. She's driving a fancy Beamer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
vanity plate.
Yeah, and the vanity plate I know that you are going to take great umbrage with, and I take great umbrage with, but you will take even more umbrage.
Rob, I mean, you're okay.
No. Rob's is a private message, but her vanity plate reads as follows: 2 words. Was his.
Oh.
And as I pulled up behind her,
bitch,
I got I'm sitting at the spotlight. At the stoplight, and she's in the spotlight because I'm trying to get a look at her, and she looks to me like one of those girls that's been in the tanning booth too long.
Yeah,
I see the talon.
You're reading into it too. I mean, I suppose one could give her the benefit of the doubt and perhaps, but no, it's like a settlement, right?
Yeah, and I see the arm hanging out and the talon that's been in the tanning booth too long, and I made a note of noticing this was the left hand. Mm-hmm. There was no ring, so there's no doubt about the fact
so you confirmed
that she, in fact, took it from him. And honey, in case you're listening today, I agree. You bitch, change the license plates.
Yeah. So what was it like sitting there in traffic next to Evil Incarnate?
I was behind her, and I was just incensed.
Sure.
It's enough to divorce a man or have a man divorce you and it falls apart, and of course you get Virginia's a 50-50 state. You get half, you get whatever you get. Mm-hmm. But do you have to flaunt it?
No.
Do you really have to, and it was a nice, I don't know a lot about BMWs, but it was one of the nice ones. It was one of the big, fancy, shiny, nice ones.
Boy, that's a nasty split if that was really the case.
I'm proud of it.
If she put it on her license plate, that's a lot of hatred.
And honey, I got news for you. Unless you're considering going lesbian, you are never going to get a guy to get into a car with license plates that said was his.
Yeah, really.
Good luck. Pretty evil. Good luck. Start eating at the Y.
Man, was his.
Then after I got done, and this was like the longest light in the world, so I'm just staring at her, and I almost called you. It's a good thing I didn't, because I might have caused
direct me to where it is.
And I might have caused another accident. If I had called you on your cell phone.
I might have accidentally put my foot on the accelerator again.
I'm trying to get this thing, and then everybody can relate to this. I turn off the main road to go on the other road it leads back to my house, and it's a one-lane road. I mean, it's 2 lanes, but it's 1 lane on each side, and it's a double yellow line, meaning no passing. Well, the guy in front of me, the speed limit is 40. The guy in front of me, conservatively, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, is going 22. And I'm not tailgating him, but every once in a while, I kind of pull up close. And what you're saying is, pal, there's the sign right there. You can go 40.
Right.
I'm not asking you to go 50. I'm not asking you to 60. Go 40. So what the guy does is he continues along at 22, 23 miles an hour until at one point I see him look in the rearview mirror, and there I am back there in my SUV, and he pulls his car over in the driveway, as if, okay, fine, you want to go faster, right. That's cool. Mm-hmm. So he pulls in the driveway, and I drive by, make no eye contact with the guy.
Right.
Nothing. I'm tooling along, and all of a sudden, this guy is on my ass, giving me the high beams.
Wow. Really?
Right? Now, this is a guy who'd been going 22 miles an hour.
Not anymore. Just a hump.
Now, I'm driving along doing 40.
Sure.
Speed limit is 40. This guy is an inch away from my rear end, and he's giving me the brakes, and I'm thinking, you know, if I slammed on the brakes right now, he's dead. Right. And I don't mean that literally. I mean,
fault, yeah.
it's his fault. So what I do is I speed up, and I pull over at the next driveway, at the next entrance to the set of McMansions, and I pull over, and I let him pass me up. And I think,
that's an insane little road you come to work on.
It is. Two can play this game, and of course, as soon as I get on the side, we get by, and then let him pass, he goes back to going 22 miles an hour.
Oh,
what a dick! Don't know what the problem was.
Oh my God!
Don't know if I had a sign on my car that said, you know, I'm an a-hole disc jockey or whatever. But it was the two. It was the.
Did he look at you as he was going by?
No look at all.
Just being a hump.
And went 22 all the way to where the road splits.
Did he have the license plate that said was hers?
No, he had his license plate actually said Ken S. Could have been our deposed leader.
There it is.
And one more sign that just something's wrong in the world. Tomorrow is my 22nd wedding anniversary. And please don't applaud. It hasn't happened yet. You'll make it. It hasn't happened yet. But my wife is certifiably insane. Now, I'm not going to say she's violently insane.
She's certifiably insane?
Like Rob's wife.
Violent.
Rob's wife is violently insane. Buzz's wife is... What did we decide about March?
I don't know. Kooky insane.
She's kooky insane. My wife is just now certifiably insane. And this is a real sign of a crazy woman. That... This morning, everything is fine at home, and we're talking, and we're doing the stuff that we do. And then she says, I'm going to Barnes & Noble. Do you need anything? Very nice of her to ask. I said, no, I'm reading a good book right now. Thanks, I'll see you later. We go, mwah. Okay, love you. About 20 minutes later, she calls. She goes, I'm at Barnes & Noble. And I said, yes. She said, and I realized when I got out of the car, I'm standing here in the store, I'm wearing my slippers.
Wow.
Now if that's
scary. Boy, we're all having these moments.
Now, if that's not a sign that she
How are you?
That she's losing it, I don't know what is.
Time goes on.
They're comfortable.
In her slippers.
Yeah.
Where did you get that necktie?
Were they big, fuzzy? I was going to say the big ones.
Pink.
I don't know.
You know, it's really not a bad look. Just ask Mrs. Van Patten.
Oh, that's right. Dick Van Patten's wife wore slippers the whole time we were at their house.
Or Rodney Dangerfield.
Or Nick Nolte.
Yeah, but out to the store?
Jake and the Fat Man. William Conrad.
I ain't sitting up wearing slippers.
Never a tremor of doubt in my mind.
Right. So anyway, I couldn't laugh at her.
Was she wearing a house coat?
No, she other than that.
I always loved that.
Other than that, I believe she was just wearing her regular, going out to go to the bookstore outfit.
Wow. I always loved, that's such a 50s term. Like a woman wears a house coat or a house dress.
Right.
That she won't leave the home with it.
Hold on a second. I don't believe this call. Hello? Is this a guy?
Good day, gentleperson.
Hi, gentleperson. This is a guy, not a girl, calling it. About the license plate was his?
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking of is that there is the very, very remote possibility that it could have been one of those jackasses. They love to do it, just put the his and her initials on there. I know it's probably not the case.
No, even if it was his and hers, why would it say was his?
No, just
what I was going to say,
Walter Allen Smith or Walter Allen Smith, something like that. Just the initials that way.
What I was going to say was conceivably, and this is giving her every possible benefit of the doubt, she might still be married and have inherited his car. And
now, Mike, that's a woman scorned.
I know.
That is a woman.
It's a man scorned.
Scorned, a man scorned, whatever. It's War of the Roses, and what it is she got his car.
Yeah.
And it's not enough that she drives around in his car. She's got to get a vanity tag that says was his.
Well, I think that's probably what it was.
Why not just get one that says, my genitals smell. My breasts look like cottage cheese. There will never be a man interested in me as long as I have these license plates on my car.
That's true.
Can you imagine that? You mean and outside of the awful melanoma skin that this woman had.
Right.
She looked to be reasonably attractive, that she had her hair, that caramel corn color.
Right.
I mean, the frosted hair.
Like a woman who was well taken care of.
Yeah, so imagine you're in a bar and you see this broad, appears to be in her early 40s, kind of trim. You walk in and say, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Well, my name's Sandy Sue. Oh, it's nice to meet you. So, I was thinking, would you like to come back to my place? Oh, I'd love to come back to your place. Well, follow me. And then you get, as soon as you get in the car, you see the license plate that says, was his.
And you turn into the Incredible Hulk.
And immediately you just do that left-hand turn.
Yeah.
You just do that.
Squealing tires.
You do that DJ move, the great DJ move from back in the day, long BF before Frida, when I would pick chicks up off the request line, and you'd say, okay, I'll tell you what, I will meet you in front of the Pizza Hut at 7:30. What will you be wearing? I'll be wearing a blue top. And, of course, you wouldn't tell them what you look like or what kind of car you'd be driving.
Yes, because you were on a mission, a secret mission.
And then you drive by to pick up your girlfriend from the request line, and you would see Jabba the Hutt standing there in a blue jacket, and you would just keep going.
Right.
You wouldn't stop. You'd just keep going.
Very, very cool move.
And break
cool
her
and
heart.
cruel at the same time.
Break her heart, but say...
Then she'd call the next night and say, oh, I must have missed you.
Say, I was just... What time did you leave? I left at 7:35. Oh, I got there at 7:40. Hello, Don and Mike. Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, go.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, you're on the air.
Mike, this is Norman from D.C. I want to give you a shout-out, man.
All right.
You guys are the best.
Thank you, Norman.
I'm being for real. I've been a long time. I grew up with y'all. For real. I remember my big brothers waking up, going to high school, and it was like 84, 85. So I was forced to listen to y'all. And I remember y'all used to wake people up. It was cracking me up when I woke up. I'm 25 now, and I grew up with you.
That's great.
There you go. Thank you, Norman.
Tell you, I appreciate you.
All right, thank you, Norman, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Let me give a big shout-out to all the AC people who listen to you in your trucks. We listen to you in your trucks. You keep us up, man.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's great, Norman. Thank you, Norman.
Yeah.
All right, see you later.
That's nice. I like that. I like that a lot.
Thank you for the call. And boy, do I remember those good old days, too, before the FCC jumped in.
Oh, we used to call people out of the blue.
Just call them up and just, none of this, may I have your permission to put you on the air? We just,
we used to play more games. We used to torture people.
Oh, now, hold on. Hello, idiot line.
Hello.
Idiot line.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, idiot.
Yeah, maybe that guy deserved it. Maybe he was doing the babysitter.
How can you possibly have a pair of testicles between your legs and say maybe he deserved it?
Well, maybe
you are not a man.
No. I agree.
You are less than a man.
Come on, stand up for your sex.
Jesus Christ. Well, maybe he deserved it. Oh, God. Please.
They're out there.
Even if he did, you don't put it on a license plate.
No, he doesn't deserve that.
And I know because I tried. With my first wife, I tried. You just can't get enough letters on the license plate to say Dawn works at a sewage treatment plant in Milwaukee. You can't do it.
I might get one. I'm thinking of getting a. I'm thinking of getting one.
Oh no!
The number 2.
Yeah.
A T.
2T.
A Y.
2TY.
An M.
2TYM.
I'm going to get 2
time
TYM LSR.
No.
Bad idea.
That would be great.
No, bad idea.
No.
I'm going to get it.
No, don't get two-time loser.
No, you're hurting yourself.
The number 2 TY.
Let it go,
MLSR.
You're just hurting yourself.
Let it go. Let it go.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I'm in my second year.
Yes, you can.
I'm in my second year.
You can. Okay.
I'm going into my second year.
But let it go.
I like that idea, though. I think it would get me sympathy.
Oh, no. Buy a dog. You get more chicks with a dog.
I can't have a dog in my house.
Well, then rent one. Take one of mine for a while.
Yeah. I can't have it I can't have pets in my house.
Just take the dog when you go to the park or something. Yeah, but don't go out with a license plate that says the two-time loser.
It's a joke. I'm probably not really going to do that.
Okay.
Don't take it so seriously.
I'm probably really not going to do that. See?
Oh, I might do it.
I know you might. Yeah. Hello, Don Mike. Yo,
what's up, man? This is Lay Monsky. I just wanted to give y'all a shout-out. You're my 2 favorite white boys.
Now what?
Man, the hood is alive today.
What is this, Negro Central?
I was back, man. white press can't let a brother live on a 94.1?
Man, this show is off the muscle.
You got it. No.
Saucy Hazel.
Listen, whites, blacks, yellows, just about everybody's welcome.
Man, and I am really enjoying the Calizzles here today. Just I offend.
You frightened him.
I hope I didn't offend his limb.
What the hell is going on here?
Hey, Rob.
Would you stop it, Rob?
Step back.
Be Hizzle yourself.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hi, Don.
Hi there, and Mike. We're both here.
Hi.
What's the dizzle?
Hi.
What's the dizzle?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mike needs a girl to shizzle on his nizzle.
Well, I can tell you right now, Mike's got a sexy voice.
Yeah, but how are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shizzle.
Shizzle. Come on, shizzle. Shizzle all night.
Shizzle.
Well, I'm calling from Philadelphia, actually, and
Yeah.
I work with like 180 women, and we all listen to you.
Yeah, baby.
And I did write a letter to 94 WISP last night, telling them that Tim Sabian needs to change his mind.
Did they write you back?
No, not yet. I haven't had a chance to check my email.
How many women do you work with?
180.
Okay, Barry.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you come up?
Okay, two-time loser.
Thanks for bringing me. Yeah, I can always count on you to bring me right back down to earth.
Almost.
Yeah, the old man with Alzheimer's in the car. Hit that accelerator twice. What do all these women do? What do you do with like 180 women?
We dress carolers.
You dress carolers?
Yes.
What?
Buyer's choice.
I don't know. You mean like Christmas carolers?
Yes.
But it's
Make
only,
soup
honey,
baskets?
I mean, outside of Christmas in July, the only Christmas I know of is the one on December 25.
Right.
So how do you keep
We have to get ready for Christmas.
Wait, you're confusing me. Is it some sort of home?
Is it a home for pregnant girls?
No.
Home for wayward girls?
No, not at all.
Is it a birthing center?
No.
You say you work with 180 women?
Yep.
Well, what's the name of the business?
Buyer's choice.
Buyer's Choice.
Buyer's
Yes.
choice.
You say you
Yes.
dress carolers.
Yes.
I don't understand.
All year round.
What
Well-
what do carolers need? What kind of specialty clothing do carolers need?
We put clothes on them.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm putting socks on bodies right now.
You're putting socks on bodies?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's we use glue.
Are you putting socks on bodies like the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
You say you're putting glue on what are you talking about?
We use glue. All the girls are standing here laughing at me
No,
right
wait,
now.
are you incredibly dumb or is it just
I bet this
No,
letter
actually, I'm not dumb at all.
this letter really is going to help our cause.
Yeah.
You know, you said I had a sexy voice and I like you a lot, but I'm just
How big are the carolers?
They're about a foot tall.
Can you put someone back on the phone, someone else on the phone?
Sure, hold
So we
on.
could maybe have somebody who could maybe explain what you do.
The carolers, Mike, are a foot tall.
The dolls.
I'm guessing
She's
it's
frightening me.
some sort of decor.
Hello?
So actually, everybody's standing around laughing at me. They won't even
What
talk.
business are you in? Explain yourself better.
Kelly, here.
Kelly, here.
Here.
Kelly,
Nancy.
come on now. Shoo.
Do you think they're dolls? Do you think that's what she's talking about? They make dolls?
I don't know. I think it might be an abortion clinic.
Hello?
Hello?
What do you do there?
We dress carolers.
Explain.
Jesus Christ.
What's a caroler?
A doll.
A
A doll. There you go.
right.
Okay. So you make dolls?
Yes, we do.
And you put the clothes on the dolls?
Yes, we do.
And are the dolls just carolers, or are there other kinds of dolls?
There's other kinds.
Do dolls ever speak to you?
No.
Have you ever been visited by a man named Charlie Stossel?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, listen, thank you for your support in Philadelphia.
Go back to the sweatshop.
Hey now.
Is it a sweatshop?
No.
All right, honey. Well, thank you. I bet, and I do love the smell of plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Does it smell like plastic in there?
They're not plastic, dear.
What are they, dear?
What are they, porcelain?
They're tissue paper, clay, and plaster.
Hey, there's not. What child doesn't want a nice clay caroler this
They're
Christmas?
for adults, not children.
Oh,
They're for adults?
What adult doesn't want a nice clay caroler this Christmas?
Do you all live at the factory?
No.
Would that be Clay Aiken or like Adobe?
weather.
Are there fumes?
Hello?
Okay, thank you.
That's a yes.
You're welcome.
Is it a challenging job?
Yes.
Very challenging. A lot of stress, I bet.
Yes.
We had that discussion on our show recently about stress.
Obviously, it's challenged because it sounds like most of the people that are working there are challenged.
Well, listen, thanks for the...
Hey, we're not challenged.
Hey, no, you're not challenged.
You're fine.
You just
Why don't you come in and see, and then you can tell us for yourself.
come and see. Hey, nothing. Mike, how about it? You and I get in the car for the show today, drive up to Philly, and go see the place where they make clay dolls.
Is it a big factory?
Yeah, it's all right. There's about 180 employees here.
180 employees all putting clothes on dolls?
No.
Now?
No.
Are the dolls...
They said no.
Do the dolls have genitals?
No.
Mommy, my caroler smells like gin.
Are you guys all like up there? Are you up there drinking all day when you're putting the clothes on the carolers?
Yes, spring water.
Spring water.
Spring water. All right, well, listen, thank you for the support. We do appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Enjoy the glue.
Bye.
Do you have to wear hairnets?
No.
Do you all wear white lab coats? Huh? Who's the hottest one among you?
All right, Mike, how do you pick?
I don't know.
How do you pick? It's like a Hawaiian Tropic bikini contest there, I bet.
Oh, my gosh.
They're in the insane doll factory.
With all the crazy ladies.
All right, thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Hey, good day, ma'am. I said good day.
Wow.
Good day.
They seem nice.
Man, oh, man.
Good day. Well, we got some...
My doll had a human finger on it.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
The show.
Thanks.
You guys were talking about making hints at how you're going to cancel your syndication.
Yeah.
And I'm here in Wichita, and, I dig the show, and so I'm wondering what you guys... I don't doubt that you're going to accomplish something, but what you guys feel you're going to accomplish by taking away so many listeners.
Well, here's the deal. In a nutshell... The syndication arrangement that we have is not what we want.
Is it crap?
It's
That's my band.
It's worse than the worst bad deal that anyone in the history of the world has ever entered into.
And what they tell people that do what we do a lot of times is, hey, you're in all these cities, and it's kind of a prestige thing. And for some people that actually is good enough, but for us, we think that there's a better deal out there for everybody.
And you're looking to get something else going, not just dropping it, but getting something new?
No, and it looks like all BS aside, and we're not posturing and we're not playing games here, it looks like probably when we come back from vacation, the first week of September, most likely we'll be doing a local show. I mean, I might as well just say it. That's our plan.
We'd really like to have... It's been so long that we've been trying to get this thing fixed, and it just never seems to move forward. And at a certain point, you just say, "Well, enough." I mean, we've tried, and believe me, I think both Don and myself, we both like to see this thing work out, but it's not looking real good.
We found out exactly what we mean to Westwood One. More than one person has told us, at least they're finally being honest with us, that they don't actively market our show.
Mm-hmm.
They don't actively try to get new stations. What they do is they use our show as leverage. For instance, they go to a station, they say, hey, do you like Notre Dame football? And the station says, we'd love Notre Dame football. And they say, you can have it, but you have to pick up Don and Mike. They say, oh, but we hate Don and Mike. They say, well, here's the deal. You just get it so that they get the clear, and then you cancel it like 2 days later, and you don't have to worry about it because...
Or if they're trying to sell a Notre Dame football, they'll say, we'll throw in Don and Mike with it.
Yeah, and we're not a priority, and we do, even though we bust balls, we really appreciate all the support we have in the 40-some cities that we broadcast to across America. But the point is, we get paid a lot of money from WJFK, and we don't talk a lot about what happens in Washington, D.C., because we're concerned that, like it got you in Wichita, you won't care about it. You don't care about the Redskins. You don't care about Tyson's Corner. You don't care about the Springfield Mixing Bowl. You don't care about it.
Yeah, but you guys make it funny,
No.
But the thing is, really, what we want to do is either fix it or don't do it at all. Because really, it's been so long that we've been, and it's a complacency that gets to a point where you just can't stand it anymore. And we've dealt with this complacency for such a long time, and we're really not sure how to affect any change, or whether we can. And if we sound pessimistic, it's because we really are, and I don't like being that way, but that's the way it is.
Well, I know you guys probably want to get what you're worth, and I think you guys know you're worth a little bit more than what Westwood's one doing for you, but don't you think something is better than nothing, or is it not?
No, in this case. It's kind of a principal issue, really, believe it or not.
In this case, really, and without getting into specific dollar figures, Mike and I, outside of the crazy money that we make from WJFK, which we're very thankful for, we can make more money in 1 year being bonused on our ratings from WJFK than we'll make from our national syndication deal. It makes stupid. It makes no sense, and I know that you guys out there, you can't relate to it, and we're not trying to piss anybody off. Really, our thought is, we don't want to do it half-assed anymore. We don't want to go hold these stations up for a lot of money. We just want to say it's been a good ride. It's been great.
We sit here with this show and with the success stories we have in markets all over the country. And our only point with this network is you have these employees that are supposedly responsible for going out and getting new cities, for going out and generating revenue with advertisers. And, we're just sitting there. Nothing ever happens. It's on, you want to talk about autopilot, that's on autopilot, and it's frustrating.
So I'm going on vacation here in about 2 weeks. And,
I would imagine here's what's going to happen. When we get back, I think we're gone. I think we work next week, and then we're gone for 2 weeks for our Labor Day vacation. And we get back on September 2nd. On September 2nd, when we get back, I would imagine that most of the stations that air this show right now will continue to air it. But they'll probably start dropping like flies when we mention 106.7 WJFK, Washington Redskins football this weekend.
We don't know how to get noticed. And what we're trying to do is just get this thing fixed.
And with the only thing that they've said to us over and over is, well, there's the notoriety of being nationally syndicated. And to an extent, that's great. And we love the fact that we have so many listeners.
It was great 10 years ago.
But the thing is, what we're doing is really, and you guys in Wichita are great, Sacramento's great, Reno's great, Las Vegas is great. The people that we're really jipping are the people that have been listening to Mike and I for 18 years, and to me, in this city alone, for almost 25 years, Washington, D.C. So if anything, what we want to do is just, for the last part of this thing, we're just going to scale it back. Just scale it back and just say, we're happy being the big fish in the smaller pond.
We're happy doing that. We'd certainly like it to get fixed. If it doesn't get fixed either way, we're gonna hang in there. And it is frustrating, but I think it's probably a little overdue that we explain this to people in the different markets. We'd like to see things work out, but it's been going on for so long. We're just not. It's tough to be optimistic.
And we just had another meeting last week with the latest, as I mentioned, the 17th, the guy that's had this job since Mike and I have worked together, and we just got more of the same.
We've had so many. I mean, you had said it, 17 meetings.
17 meetings with 17 different presidents, and we're not out to screw any of our listeners or any of our affiliates.
You get these people that work for these networks. And we've always wondered, what happens? What are they doing?
They don't do anything.
What are they doing?
They don't do anything.
It's amazing. I mean, you go to one of these conventions, you walk into one of the suites for the network, and you see these bodies all over the place. And you see flyers, and you see literature, and you say, what is going on?
So, that's our story, and we've not. I don't think we've wasted an incredible amount of time here today. It's been like 8 minutes we've talked about it. We've not lost our tempers. We've not screamed. We've not made any ultimatums. We've just told you exactly the way it is.
And we've also said that we'd like it to work out. I know you feel that way. I feel that way. But it's hard to be optimistic.
We've given the company, and I'm not going to get into specifics, but 3 options. 3 very doable options to keep this show alive in syndication, and I don't think that they're going to go for any of the options.
It sure doesn't sound like it.
I'm not saying that you guys suck, but that this situation sucks. It's going to suck coming back and not, and you guys not being on the radio.
Well, no, you'll hear us until your station decides. Well, they don't want to hear, JFK.
Does it come down to a money issue? It does in a certain respect. We feel as though a lot of these affiliates because of the financial situation that they're in, and because of the way the show is presented to them, that they don't really care. There's some of these affiliates that just put this thing on, throw a switch, and they don't understand that we care about every market that we're in. We really do.
So if it comes down to, let's say that there's 3 stations that decide, hey, we want to go along, and rather than work with Westwood One, we just want to cut a side deal with you guys. And we're not talking about astronomical amounts of money. We're talking about, based on market size, based on how we do in your market, certainly not the money that we're making here. Just enough to show us that you're not going to pull the plug tomorrow because one of us says the word dick today, which happens all the time. Mm-hmm. And those markets, I promise, will super serve. We'll say their call letters. But I got a feeling, really, that after these stations have been getting it free for 10 years, they ain't going to pay. And we don't want to put them in a position where we say, no pay, no play. So it's easier just to say, we're walking away from it. Mm-hmm. We're just going to walk away from it. And we're very happy here in Washington, D.C. We're very happy on WJFK. And this is where it started, and my friend, this is where it's going to end. I hope everybody can come along for the ride.
Yeah, I do too. And we'll see. We'll wait and see what happens. But, I think maybe this is a little overdue. You certainly deserve an explanation as to, why we're doing what we're doing.
And that's exactly the 100% no BS explanation of what's going on. We're just not treated right by this network, and we feel very loyal to all the people who have listened to the show, which is why we've allowed the situation to go on like it has for 10 years.
I mean, we do have success stories all over the country, and it is, you guys are the ones that do that, and I do feel bad about that, and I just wish that the powers that be could understand that a little bit more.
And the only way that we're, like everything we've learned in this business, the only way to get things done is to go on the air and do it. Because I'll tell you one last thing, and then that'll be the 10-minute mark, and that's the end of this discussion. On December 6th, our parent company signed a piece of paper that said to us, we're going to look at the Westwood One situation, we're going to reevaluate, we're going to change the way we do things. It's been 8 months today. Do you know what they've done? Nothing. Zip. Absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. So our point is, we signed a contract. You're not living up to the contract. We're happy here. We're happy here. We like Washington. It's always been our home market.
And really, a lot of the options we've given the network, some of them are would occur to me to be really make the network's job easier when it comes to this show.
Yeah, but they're not going to do it, and I'm afraid that it's going to come down to us doing a show that ends up being WJFK or, maybe the station in Baltimore would be included. I'm not sure. But... and that's what it'll be. And then your station will get mad, and we'll call our boss, and our boss will say, well, we can't control what they say on the air. And then they'll say, well, F them, they're gone. And that's how it'll probably end. And I'm very, very sorry about that. But you must understand that our first loyalty has been and always will be to this market, to Washington. That, we make all of our money here. That's the reason we got syndicated to begin with. And after a while, after you've had the chance to be syndicated, and you see that unless you're Howard, really, the only bonus of being syndicated is being able to say to your disc jockey friends, hey, I'm syndicated.
Right.
I mean, what's the big deal? And all it does is handcuff us. It stops us from talking about stuff here in Washington because we don't think you guys would care about it.
Well, before I go, can I say hi to Buzz?
Hi. Hi, sir.
There he is.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Wichita.
So now that that's done, and I hope that that's not construed as whining or complaining.
No, I think it's explaining. It's explaining what we're doing, and hopefully, we'll let people know. Maybe we'll have good news. Maybe it'll be bad news. I think you'll.
I don't think we'll know. I don't think we'll know until we get back from vacation.
Right.
Well, Charlie, what did you think? Come here. I know we got a break. Charlie, you're a relatively impartial observer. Do you think we explained everything fairly?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you made your point.
Yeah, and I think we've needed to do it for some time. We've kind of hinted at it, as that caller said, and I think explaining our position is the listeners in the markets that we value, and we value all of our markets and the people that listen in all of the markets. What we have an issue with is people that kind of take the show for granted, and it's
almost like playing a game of chicken. They don't think They think that the fact that they can, I'm doing the J.O. motion now in my hand, they think, they're nationally syndicated, so they'll never back out of this deal. Well, we're not getting rich off this deal, and you're not doing anything to promote the show, and if anything, you're retarding our growth in the one market where we do have the chance to...
Rob.
Charlie, what
retarding the word he liked.
Oh, retarding.
Not the word he liked.
You're retarding our
There you go. That's exactly what it is, Buzz. Like a toddler.
Anyway.
Retarding.
That's the way it is. And it'll be worked out, believe me, by September 2nd.
And I just want to say that for all the people that dig this show, wherever you are in the country, we know that a lot of the success we've had comes from Washington, but we also know that in all the cities we're on, we've got people that have supported this show, and we do not take you for granted. We really don't.
And we're very sorry.
It's really a drag, and we are sorry that this is.
We're really sorry that this is what's happening. But we'd rather at least one time tell you than just one day all of a sudden you come on and you turn it on and we're not on because the management has heard that we've gone back to doing a local show.
We think that this show is a valuable asset to a radio station.
It is.
That's the bottom line. That's the way we feel. When it comes down to the prestige of being in all these markets, that's all well and good. I don't think there's any bigger thrill than going into a city where you don't live and realizing that people dig this show. That's terrific, but that's not enough. It's not enough, and it's not enough to devalue this program.
Right.
A program that in Washington D.C. Is a very valued asset to a radio station, and we just think it ought to be more of a valued asset in the other markets that we're on.
And we feel a loyalty to Washington D.C.
Sure.
Really, we wouldn't be syndicated if it wasn't for the people in D.C. And maybe it's time to just scale back. So be it. I think I told you a long time ago. I don't think we're ever going to be like Howard. We're not going to be in Los Angeles. We're not going to be in Chicago. We're not going to be in Philadelphia in a month.
There certainly was a time when we thought we would be.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was certainly a time when we thought that there would be a real pointed effort and for what reason I do not know.
But now we're realists, and for a while we even thought, well, okay, so we won't be in the top 10 markets. We'll be the kings of Indianapolis and Columbus and Sacramento, but we're not even in those markets. I mean, look at our affiliate list.
It's amazing.
It's nuts. So, anyway, thank you for listening, and that's exactly what's going on. And please don't construe this, like I said, as bitching or complaining. This is us saying everything that we've said behind closed doors to all of the dimwits that run this company.
Amen.
That come September 2nd, when we come back from vacation, well, you're probably not going to hear the famous green card anymore. The one that says, this is the Don and Mike show.
Right.
You'll probably play this.
The station with less BS, WJFK.
And that's how we get back into the show.
We'll let you know.
That's it. But, we hope it works out. Okay? That's it. So, stop your bitching.
It's depressing to talk about.
It is.
It's sad, yeah.
But it's the truth. Now, commercials. Now I'm not in the mood. The secret sound today has been ruined for me.
I was so depressed last night driving home that I almost hit the brake.
So when we come back, I do have something for you, Mike, and I know that this will cheer everybody up. Remember I told you over the weekend I watched that Anna Nicole Smith show on VH1, and I said that the words could not describe the hillbilliness of her family.
Right.
And I have right here, taped from last night on VH1, Driven, the Anna Nicole Smith story.
Very good.
And when you hear some of the highlights here, her stepdad, her aunt, her cousins, stripping and her love of Red Lobster, her broken breast implant, breast enlargement drugs, Anna the bisexual, Anna tattoo on the lesbian, her cousin Melinda's tattoo, her aunt.
Hello.
There's so much great, stripping for the old man, accusing her cousin of stealing.
Wow.
I mean,
and it's stealing.
And her, Stealin.
That's right.
Her family is fantastic.
Great.
So we'll break, come back, cleanse our pores, and start with Anna Nicole. Okay.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
If it ain't Charlie Moneybags, the big philanthropist. How do you do?
What you talking about, Pa?
I'm talking about the underprivileged children's drive.
Oh, they collect tested for that at school, Pa.
Oh, I know they did. Oh, I know they did. And when they called your name, you gave the large, generous amount of 3 cents. My, that is big of you, Diamond Jim.
Did I give him too much, Pa?
Too much?
I could ask him to give back 2 cents.
Look here. We better talk about this thing. Now, look here, Opie. You can't give a little bitty piddling amount like 3 cents to a worthy cause like the underprivileged children's drive. I was reading here just the other day where there's somewhere like 400 needy boys in this county alone, or 1.5 boys per square mile.
There is?
It sure is.
I never seen one, Pa.
Never seen one what?
A half boy.
Well, it's not really a half a boy. It's a ratio.
Horatio who?
Not whole ratio, a ratio. It's mathematics, arithmetic. Look now, Opie, just forget that part of it. Forget the part about the half boy.
It's pretty hard to forget a thing like that, Pa.
Well, try.
Poor Horatio.
A kind word need not cost much. With half a loaf of bread and an empty cup, I found myself 2 friends, Don and Mike.
You in Iceland. So, anytime you turn on Andy and Mayberry and it's in color, you know right away.
Yeah.
Change channel. Yep. They're in that phase now on TV Land where they're running the ones where it's in color, where they're starting to cycle from Andy to Mayberry RFD.
With Ken Berry featured prominently.
It's just a waste. And the Beaver Cleaver that comes on at 10:30, it's like the beaver with genital hair.
And isn't it a Southern show? I mean, Mayberry, it's a Southern show. Yeah. What was Southern about Ken Berry?
His dancing. Wonderful dancing.
His wonderful dancing.
However, now here's the deal. Today, before we get to this Anna Nicole thing, which is also about TV, my wife, who's definitely going through empty nest syndrome, okay? Bart goes to college. We take him next Friday. Orientation next Saturday. Something on Sunday. Actually starts his class. It goes. You tell me when you have no class. Starts his classes at college 1 week from this coming Monday.
Wow.
So that's an early start time. And she walked into my cave area today, and I was watching the worst possible show for her. It was not pornographic, but I'm watching the worst possible show. TV Land is running a Batman at 4:30 in the morning.
It's nice that you were watching Batman in your Bat Cave.
So I TiVoed, of course. Great one with Mr. Freeze and
Otto Preminger.
Yeah. And she came in the room, and I was watching Batman, and she said, "I hate to stop you with such an important show on." And I paused. And I said, "No, I TiVoed it. It's okay. What's up, baby?" And she said, "I'm just realizing now that I've lost you." And I'm thinking, no, what the F is going on?
Yeah, right.
She said, "I've just realized that it started." And again, I'm thinking, worst case scenario, what the hell is she talking about?
I know what she's talking about. I bet I know what she's talking about.
Right.
Football.
Mm-hmm. She said, "I don't mind the fact that you TiVo Batman and that you watch Batman, and then like a mental patient you watch Regis and Kelly Lee." Mm-hmm. She said, "That's okay." She said, "But it starts this weekend, doesn't it?" I said, "Yeah." And to show her how much I love her, I said, "There's a game on tomorrow night. Tomorrow's our anniversary. I'm taking my wife out." She said, "Are you TiVoing the game?" I said, "Yes."
Of course you are.
I'm going to TiVo the game. It's the Giants and the Patriots. Of course I am. And the great thing is with TiVo, you've got all these games from these other markets, and they don't run them live, right? Because they're exhibition games. They're meaningless games, but they run them in the middle of the night. So I say to the TiVo, give me all the NFL preseason games. Right. And like the Tampa Bay game is on, I think, at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. Mm-hmm. The Arizona Cardinals game is on at 12 midnight on Saturday night. So I've got it set up to record like 6 games this weekend alone.
That's why you're going to be well armed for the fantasy football draft, because you watch so much of this football.
Yeah.
You're going to know. And would you like to go public with your business practices? Would you like to share that with people?
Something I learned from you? Listen, not my fault that I happen to have a college freshman in the house who has finally learned the value of $1.
Don has moved up on the on the picks.
Really?
I moved up from,
I thought it might be good for our entire league to
nice
know this.
to know.
well, you'll get the email. I moved up from number 9 to number 4. Because my son has realized now that even though he's had a privileged life, I think we've done a pretty good job of keeping him grounded and not just handing out money whenever he needs it.
Right.
And last weekend, you know what a pain in the ass it is to paint.
Right.
He painted a couple of rooms in the basement.
Good.
But it was like 3 days worth of real work.
Yeah.
Hard work.
Hot, and he got like $200 for doing the trim and everything else. And I think it finally clicked. I got $200 for working my ass off.
Right.
Hot, sweaty, bad conditions.
Sure.
For 3 days of work. And that roughly is what it's going to cost me
to get into our fantasy
league. To enter our fantasy league.
You know what's really great about having the 4th pick is even better than that, you're the 3rd pick of people in this room.
That's okay.
That's okay. Evil. It's getting evil again. Yeah. Now, you moved up from last, right? You were dead last?
No, I was 9th.
You were 9th.
I was 9th. So I got
up 10 teams.
So I'll pick 4th, and then I'll pick again 11th or 12th, whatever my spot is.
When it bounces back, yeah.
When it bounces back. And don't worry, Brain. I'm not afraid that you're going to pick some scary great player in front of me.
I'm focused on defense this year.
It's just at number 4.
Who are you looking at? I know you've done some mock drafts probably in your head already. Who do you think you're going to get for
Mike, you're the linchpin. You're the linchpin. You're the guy that...
I know who I'm picking. I already know it's a lock who I'm picking.
So if you pick that guy, then I think there's another guy that the number 2 guy would take. And then at number 3, it's wide open.
You're going for Brett Favre, aren't you?
With my first pick? Absolutely not.
Oh, you're not?
I swear on my kid's life.
Okay.
He'll be there at number 12. And if he's not, I'll find someone equally good. No, absolutely not. But there's someone I want.
Do you know who I'm picking?
I think I do. I think I do. I don't think you'd be dumb enough to take Marshall Faulk. I think you're taking Michael Vick. That's what I think. And I know that if you don't take him, John Norman will take him at number 2. And Rob, let's say that, what do you have, number 3?
Yeah.
All right, let's say that, for instance, Michael Vick and Marshall Faulk are gone. Who would you take?
I don't know. I haven't bought my magazine yet.
He doesn't know. Right. Who would you pick in that circumstance, Buzz?
I haven't decided yet. To consult with my general manager.
So anyway,
John Norman's popped in.
Hi, John.
Not picking Marshall Faulk at 2.
Ricky Williams or LaDainian Tomlinson?
Yes.
One of those.
One of those 2. All right, and that's fine with me. Because that means at number 3, Rob's the wild card.
I'm wild.
Who knows?
It all depends.
Rob could take Jerry Smith for all I know.
No.
Just because he wants to have a fag on his team.
Yeah,
he doesn't play anymore.
Certainly not. It'll probably be whoever is. They have the magazine that has 10 experts,
right?
And I will try to draft someone who won't play this year. Not yet, but I looked at. Yes, I will. I looked at.
That's how Rob and I communicate without talking. Rob was pulling a radar on me that time. I think anybody listening probably knows what he just said. Yeah, right. I was just asking him with my eyes to pick me up a copy.
I'll even get you one from this year.
Thank you. Hated it when you did that one year. 1999.
Think you're ratting me out. I'm just learning from the master about paying off and buying my way up the ladder. So I'm all the way up to number 4.
I'd like to reiterate that the number 1 slot is still very open.
See, don't think that my friend protests too much, because here you go, busting my ball. And where's those sound, Rob? Right here. You know what this is? This is Mike busting my balls, saying, how dare you?
I was not busting balls. I was simply asking if you wanted to go public with your business arrangement.
I have no problem with that, and
I enthusiastically, wholeheartedly support a no holds barred league where money does talk.
So you now are saying that the number 1 pick is up for sale?
Not necessarily for sale. It may be up for picks.
Gotcha.
Like if I get 2 picks in the first round for the number 1, I might entertain it.
Don't look at me. I've already made my deal. I'm happy where I am.
I'm glad you are.
I'm happy where I am. Anna Nicole Smith.
Yes.
All right. This thing, Driven, is the name of the show on VH1.
Right.
And when they've had people on before, it's been people who have really had to crawl and scratch their way up the show business ladder. I saw this thing on Sunday night, and I'm telling you, It is the best thing I've ever seen on VH1. The best thing ever.
It's because of her family that they interviewed.
Yeah, and her too. But let's start now. Anna Nicole Smith, Driven on VH1. Here's the theme song, Dark Roots.
Y'all gather round to hear our story. All the young girls' dreams of fame and glory. From the stripper stage, she became a star. And a millionaire's wife, oh, she went far. She wore diamond rings, she had rhinestone boots. But the secret was she had dark, dark roots.
That's it. They're like goofing. That's the theme that VH1 made. Let's see. Rob, you think number 2 is the strongest? I want a real strong one here.
You want to open strong?
Oh, want to open strong.
I like number 7 then.
Oh, okay. That's great. That's the one about the broken breast implant?
Yeah.
Okay. Anna Nicole Smith, everybody.
Like many technological pioneers, Anna suffered a few unintended consequences.
One of them bust was, implants bust, and she had to go back in, have it surgically removed, and have another one replaced.
You got to see this guy.
Was very painful at the time.
Anna has a very low pain tolerance, really, normally speaking. Her reliance on getting rid of some of this pain was steeped in her, Loracets or Vicodins or whatever it was.
I never seen her do any drugs then. I've seen her take Vicodin.
I've seen her.
She takes Vicodin pretty regular. I had a toothache one time, and she was taking me to the dentist to get my teeth fixed, and I had a bottle of Vicodin. It came up missing a day later. So.
Yeah, there she is.
There we go.
It is an extravagantly well-written special, but
it came up missing.
One of the best things is the narrator is William H. Macy.
Oh, there you go.
The guy from Fargo.
Oh, and incidentally, I did mention that Seabiscuit was too long, and I didn't like it as much as I thought. The best thing in Seabiscuit is William H. Macy as a radio guy.
He calls the races, right?
Yes, he's hysterical.
Dave.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, you're on the air. Hi, Dave.
All right. I saw that special last night around midnight on VH1.
Right.
Yeah. One of the scariest things on there when her stepdad was talking. Every time he would open his mouth.
Hey, how about those teeth?
His mouth was black on the inside.
Teeth, the lack of teeth.
Chow.
Yeah, it's like all of the rotted.
I've seen her take Vicodin.
Red Man chewing tobacco. Right. I mean, everything that we parody on this show.
I've seen her.
It's all real. How about Anna the bisexual? I think that's a good one to go to next.
Yeah, that's a good one. And
I like that cut.
You have to know that this lady that's going to talk in here, you hear that same redneck accent, and then you hear someone who talks like this. She looks a lot like Richard Crenna.
Here's Anna and the bisexual.
Anna reportedly shared herself with lovers of any sexual persuasion or sex.
I haven't watched her do the deed, don't get me wrong, but I have seen her with women and men. She has multiple partners. Not at once, don't get me wrong about that, but she does have multiple partners. Sandy Pallage was a friend of Vicky's, and I think they had a relationship together. She was gay, I guess you could call it.
Sandy Pawlage has never spoken on camera about her relationship with Anna.
Here we go.
Until now.
Lovely lady.
Yes, we were lovers. I met her in a gay bar. She walked in by herself and sat down, but it wasn't long till there was a crowd around her. It was just... It just didn't seem very many women like Anna walking into a neighborhood bar like that.
Yeah.
This is great.
Let me do one more before the break. This is Anna, her cousin Melinda's tattoo, and also Aunt Elaine.
So what is that?
It's a tattoo of Vicky.
Anna Nicole?
Uh-huh.
How come you got it?
I got it when I was about 15, and she asked me to get it for her birthday.
Where'd you do it?
We done it at Bubba's Skin Tin in Houston. I wish I'd never got it.
So do Aunt Kay and Uncle Floyd.
Hurt. Because I didn't have the drugs like Kay did, because I had to drive myself back and forth to the tattoo parlor.
But I tell you,
There wasn't enough drugs to stop that pain. If I could have overdosed on drugs and the pain would have still been there. I'm not joking. Don't ever do that. That is painful.
No.
That one's naked. Mine's pretty. Like a gorilla ate. And you talking about pain, sweetheart?
Pain.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you're
These are
hearing,
people that communicate with clicks and grunts.
you are hearing these out of context, right? You know, where I'm jumping all over the place on this special.
Wow.
But it is, and Rob was telling me, it's not a VH1 original, right?
No, it was a documentary, and VH1 is, I believe, compressed it. I couldn't figure out what was missing, but it seems like there was something missing. The visual is so striking, and it really is people caught in the act of being themselves.
Wow.
But one thing that's amazing is the man you heard speaking in that piece, one of the pieces of film they have of him is taking out the trash to a huge dumpster in his front yard that just has the word trash sprayed on it. But when he's talking, he's sitting on a sofa on his front porch. If you can see it, watch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Too great.
Sounds good.
Hello, Don and Mike. There's more. I mean, we can do another break on this. We've not even heard the best stuff yet.
Good.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello, Don.
Yeah.
Mike.
Hey.
Buzz.
Hey.
Hi.
Robbie.
Come on.
Just got a question. Would any of you guys do that big fat pig?
No, now listen, to be honest, here's how you have to play the game. It's not would you do, you have to give us a choice. Who would you do, Anna Nicole?
I got a great one. Let me give it to you.
All right, go.
Anna Nicole or Roseanne?
Roseanne, without thinking twice.
Roseanne now. I've seen Roseanne recently.
I'd say Roseanne.
Rob?
I still think I would go Anna Nicole.
Wow. Yeehaw.
Good, though. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
See, that was a good who would you do.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me take it back one step, because I know that you've seen the ads for Roseanne's new show.
Right.
Roseanne,
Yeah.
back when Roseanne was on the air, the first part.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the real Roseanne.
Yeah.
Or Anna Nicole as she is today.
Anna Nicole.
I'd still go Roseanne.
You've always had the hots for Roseanne.
Cleaner, I think.
Who?
Roseanne.
Mm-hmm.
Rob?
Even then.
No,
Still Anna Nicole?
Of course, you didn't up the pot much there.
No, Mike had an excellent point that Roseanne has had.
Yeah.
Not that it's helped, but she's had a ton of work done on.
Well, she's also lost a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you get a chance to see the special, you tend to forget really that Anna Nicole was a
piece of ass.
Oh my God!
When they're showing her as a young woman walking out,
she was striking.
Walking out on the catwalk at the strip club.
Striking, really.
The guy, I love the part with the guy, the strip club owner, the guy with the salt and pepper beard. We loved her, except when she would be so drunk she'd trip and fall
on her face,
and she would bruise her breasts, and we'd have to go pick her up. But she was a trooper. She'd go right out for the 9 o'clock show.
We would let her stay home for 1 week with the understanding that when she healed, we would let her back.
All right, thank you for the call, my friend.
Okay, Roseanne is in the same league also as Rosie O'Donnell. She's gross.
All right, now there's an easy one. Roseanne or Rosie O'Donnell? Roseanne, I don't care how fat, how smelly she is. Every time, Roseanne.
I'd take lethal injection.
Yeah.
No. Roseanne in a minute.
And Roseanne. Mm-hmm.
Right. Even Tom Arnold.
Tom Arnold for Rob. All right, thank you, my friend.
All right, thank you.
See ya. Got a break. Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
So, Mike, how's your mom?
She is loving that singular phone that I bought for her.
We've heard a lot of talk about Singular Wireless for quite some time now. And frankly, all you know is what we've told you. Now hear this.
Singular had amazing deals with huge savings all summer long, so now's the time to switch over to Singular Wireless by calling 1-866-SINGULAR. What?
Yo, check it. Singular's offering a Motorola V60 phone free after a $50 mail-in rebate and a $50 trade-in with a 2-year service agreement.
I bought my mom a Singular phone, and let me tell you something. I bought her the plan. She loves it. She can't stop talking about it. It's fantastic, and I know you'll love it too.
Word to your mother, Mike.
Thank you very much, Don.
Certain restrictions apply. See any Singular Wireless store for details.
And Mike, WJFK.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Have you seen the new intern? Extraordinary. Wouldn't I like to give her the old pork sausage? Hello, Jimmy Dean.
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
Right.
Allen Line 1 is not available right now. If you haven't received your prize, bend over and kiss your ass goodbye. Half off from Infinity Radio.
Autopilot on. Doing an adequate job. Don and Mike.
Howdy. All right, we're into this Anna Nicole thing. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, hi.
Hey, I thought it was funny. I called it Sunday night. How they were talking to her sister, and her sister was like, she spent $15,000 on a piece of jewelry. I won't even spend that on the house. And you zoom the house out, and it's like a barn, and it's got plywood windows in it.
I'm telling you, there's not really a lot on VH1 these days that you can really say this is great, because they're always doing the 100 greatest somethings or others, always hosted by, like, Superman, Dean Cain.
Isn't this more evidence that we need that CBS reality program, the Beverly Hillbillies?
Yes, and listen to this. Now we're going to go directly to... one of her cousins, right?
This is the fat cousin. Is it Melinda? There was two that they spent most time. One was fat with blonde hair. The other had dark hair and no teeth.
Anyway, here is one of the fat cousins of Anna Nicole Smith.
I just don't think it's proper to play with yourself on a videotape or nothing else. I'm more embarrassed than I am anything. I mean, that's family getting up there. She's representing our family.
Yes, she is. Now, is this
As a matter of fact, my husband has a copy of it.
Scandal dogged her at every turn.
Okay, hold on. How about, here, accuse her cousin of stealing. This is a great one.
He was missing $5,000, and she accused me of stealing it. And, of course, I didn't know where it went. She had us searched before we went out the door. I was really upset because I would never steal anything from her. If I wanted some money, I'd just ask her for it. She probably would have given it to me.
Vicky called me, wanted me to search them because she thought that they might have stolen $5,000.
It was very painful for me. It broke my heart. And when it broke my heart, I just got up and left.
How great is this?
Is it still her today?
Yes, it's still her.
Yes, it's still her.
Because I know that wasn't done.
What? That wasn't there? The stealing wasn't done.
You gotta love
She
this
knows
video.
it's not true. She knows me. She's known me all my life. She knows I wouldn't do that. And neither did the girls. I think Anna loses. She's lost the people that really love her. She's pushed them away. And the ones that would always be there for her, to surround herself with people that could care less. They're just there for a ride.
Yeah.
This whole thing is, of course, it's shot in Texas, so they all speak English. There are two sequences that are subtitled. Because you just can't make out what they're saying.
But English is their first language, Mike. Allegedly.
She got all caught up.
I think really she just got all caught up in the good life.
Yeehaw!
I've watched her pay $14,000 for a dress, and I mean, I don't even pay $14,000 for a house. So
There it is.
She'd be like, honey, can we go shopping? We go shopping, please? And I'd be in the back seat going, oh, my God. He'd look at her and tap her on her hand and say, where you want to go? She'd get to thinking, can we go Neiman Marcus?
she was into the big-time jewelry. She didn't want no little jewelry. She wanted the...
Didn't want no little jewelry, Mike. No.
Necklaces and stuff. I don't know why she kept it in her safe. She never hardly wore it. But she wanted it.
she invited me to come back there with them to shop for jewelry. You know, Harry Winston's, they don't let just anybody through there. And she couldn't get him interested in shopping. And she went back in, and in a little while she came back out and said that since he was so upset, would it be all right for her to give him Valium to calm him down? And I had already told her before he could not take Valium. Don't ever give him a Valium. And when I said that, she said, oh. And I said, Vicky, you didn't give him a Valium. She said, I just one.
Just one.
And Vicky is her real name, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Vicky. Now, here you go. I love this one. This is Shelley, who flies to L.A. to visit Anna Nicole Smith. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Who's checking in on the hotline? Hello?
Oh, hold on. It's Wendell.
Oh, it's Wendell. Do you want to go on the air? Is he drunk?
Go on the air? Okay, we're fine. Go on with the Anna Nicole. Not an on-air call.
Oh, okay. All right.
You never know when our engineer...
You never know.
Oh, sir, Mike, thanks for standing up for me.
Hey.
Wendell could be on this show. That's a joke, Wendell.
Yes, we're kidding.
All right, Shelley.
What about the show?
She gained some weight.
Well, I can't say nothing about nobody being fat because my tail's bigger. She got that side from me. She's going to have to eat salad the rest of her life, and that's miserable. So love me while I'm fat. It doesn't make a big deal. It doesn't matter what your size is. It's what's right here that counts.
Did she look happy? No.
It's music.
Well, you want my honest opinion. She didn't look happy.
Shelley was deeply moved by seeing her cousin on screen for the first time in years.
I love you, and I miss you. And I wish you'd come home.
We got to see him, Mike, with the lack of teeth and then the bad skin.
I don't care. Just come home.
The bad jeans. And I don't mean like blue jeans.
Right.
Come home.
But later, a determined Shelley had a more proactive idea.
Hold on a second. How about stripping for the old man?
Oh, dear. Oh, God.
So many good ones on this Anna Nicole show.
I don't know if I should say this on camera or not.
Go ahead, Hillbilly.
She had talked one time about how she was going to go in there and strip for him, and it would only take her like 2 minutes, and then she'd be right out. And we could go to town. Well, I mean, let's face it, when you're that old, you're not going to get very much anyway.
Oh, God. Great.
Now, she lived in L.A. She didn't come back here to live. She stayed in L.A. And the driver...
Now this is the old guy, the old dude, Mr. Peanut, Mr. Monopoly Man that she married. It's his lawyer and his driver who are commenting here.
And others say he would go out there. She would never see him. She'd be back in the bedroom with friends and doing whatever they were doing.
Howard's driver remembered an incident when Anna's concern for fine linen struck some as insensitive. Howard was visiting his wife in L.A. and asked his driver to place him in Anna's bed.
She just frowned up and just told him, oh, no, J. Howard, you don't get in the bed with me. You pee the bed, just real nasty to him, and he just dropped his head, and I was like, man.
Others, though, remember her extraordinary nursing skills.
I saw her suck the vial out of his mouth 3 or 4 times. I saw this from Anna. Anna won me over. I saw Howard upchucking, and Anna was taking, she just sucked his vial out of his mouth.
What is that?
Wow.
The best TV show ever. The best.
I want to hear that one again.
Ever.
I want to hear the nursing skills.
Hello, Don and Mike.
This is some of the best redneck theater I have ever heard.
What's great about it is that
I saw her suck the bile out of his mouth.
Hey, Rob, would you recue that? Cut number 19, please. Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Okay.
Listen,
I know this is a kiss to death when somebody calls you and says this, but 99% of the time, I like this stuff y'all talk about on the air, and you crack me up, and I've been listening to you since I was 14.
Hold on, hold on. You have a complaint about this segment?
Yeah, kind of.
What?
Number one, I feel bad about the Smiths, the family down there, because they're a bunch of
hillbillies, inbreds, rednecks.
Well, how do you know they're inbred?
I saw the special. Did you see the special? They look like the product of cousins and brothers who have had intercourse.
Listen, this is kind of unfair because it's unfair for them to bring cameras down there. These simple folk, they're taking advantage of.
Oh, I got it. Hold on. Wow. You're a redneck and you're upset.
No, I'm a redneck.
You're a redneck and you're upset. Why does this strike a little too close to home?
Do I sound like a redneck to you?
Does this remind you of your mama?
We're just playing a TV show.
You've got guys that come on your show constantly and speak worse than them, and you have them on a regular basis like Robert the Angry Mailman. He tears the English language up.
Listen.
Oh, here we go.
Don't you have a rebel flag to hang in your basement right now?
You called it. You nailed it. I didn't think that was right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
No, this isn't a racist thing because I was going to say the same thing about New Yorkers when you guys were on WNEW.
What is your problem?
What is your complaint?
I don't get it.
What is your complaint?
Why do you think it's so funny to make fun of Southern people?
Okay, listen to this.
Oh, for God.
Listen to this. I can't believe we're going to have to educate you. We make fun of everybody, starting with ourselves. We make fun of blacks. We make fun of whites. We make fun of Jews. We make fun of wasps. We make fun of educated snobs, and we make fun of inbred morons like you.
And I'm taking, I think my first problem is these people that did this documentary shouldn't have done it because they're just taking, number one, you can tell they're taking advantage.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on.
How do you know?
They didn't kick the door in and go into these living rooms to talk to these people.
They gave each of them a shiny new nickel.
When they were interviewing them, do you think they said, "Well, we're going to put bluegrass behind you"?
Hey, listen, what's the problem, dude?
I don't get it. Why are you
what is the problem?
I'm amazed that you're offended at this.
Isn't the Dukes of Hazzard coming on in a couple of minutes?
I don't watch the Dukes of Hazzard, Don.
Do you go for Thanksgiving? Do you go to the holler?
My family's all from Philadelphia, which they tear up the English language just as bad, and they call all the time, and I never hear you take issue with them.
Oh, listen, you are.
You know something? We've taken issue with people. If somebody is really doing a hatchet job on the English language and it's funny, we take issue with that all the time. It's fun.
My problem is, look, guys. Like I said,
your problem is, you know what your problem
is between your ears.
You need a sense of humor.
And I'm sorry, but there must be something in this that's hitting some kind of emotional, note with you. Something inside your psyche. Perhaps reminds you of that cabin that you were born in, and the first time that you kissed your cousin.
I wasn't born in a cabin.
And the first time that your cousin took you from behind. That male cousin. Now listen, this is gonna feel a little tough at first, but ooh, that's so good.
Oh, squeal.
Now listen. I'm going to wrap you up. Oh, you're bleeding a little bit. I'm going to wrap you up in this rebel flag.
You guys are going right down all the stereotypes. That's classic.
Yeah, and incidentally, hello, genius. It's what we do with every person from every walk of life on this show.
But you do it more often with the rednecks.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
No. What? I don't get it. Why are you... Do you feel like rednecks have to be defended?
There are issues.
I do.
Mike, this guy has issues, and it has nothing to do with us playing these tapes of Anna Nicole Smith.
Well, this is. I had my knee worked on some time ago by a guy from Tupelo, and he had the worst accent you'd ever think of. When I talked to him on the phone, I'm thinking, he's a real Southern guy. But he was the most intelligent guy I've ever ran into.
No, he couldn't have been. He's from Tupelo, Mississippi. He had to be a moron. The guy had to be an idiot.
If he would have called up, all of y'all would have been on top of him.
All of y'all would have been on top. Listen to you.
Y'all.
Listen to you. All of y'all would have been on top of him. All of y'all. Y'all just make fun of rednecks, y'all. Jesus.
Come on.
Jesus. Go swim in the cement pond. Get out of here.
And lighten up.
Hillbillies. I get that.
Lighten up, sir.
Right. Bye, guys.
God.
Goodbye.
Jesus, I never fail to be astounded by some of these calls.
True.
Don't be surprised, Mike.
I don't get it. We're just having a little fun.
If you had been attacked from behind by your cousin, your butt was bleeding.
Yes, sir. I got cranberry juice in my hand.
You would take great offense at that.
Now, come on now. All you ever do is make fun of rednecks.
Right. We never make fun of anybody else.
Right.
Just rednecks on this show.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear that last part again?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if I should say this on camera or not. She had talked one time about how she was going to go in there and strip for him, and it would only take her like 2 minutes.
Let me fast forward to the nurse.
I want to hear the bye part, Don. I want to hear the bye part. Come on now.
To him, and he just dropped his head, and I was like, man.
Others, though,
Eat a bear.
remember her extraordinary nursing skills.
Here we go.
I saw her suck the vial out of his mouth 3 or 4 times.
The vial?
That's what he calls
Vial.
it. Yeah, he means bile.
I saw this from Anna. Anna won me over. I saw Howard upchucking, and Anna was taking, and she just sucked his vial out of his mouth.
Vial?
Yeah.
I didn't know he called it vial.
Oh, that's too great.
Lord.
That's too
And
great.
that guy didn't sound like a redneck.
We got to do another break of this.
Yeah.
We got to do another one.
So I took the butcher.
Oh, we've got those tapes out here, too, Mike.
I took the butcher now and held up to her neck. I said, if you want to live to see tomorrow, you better start frying them eggs a little bit better than what you're frying. I'm tired of eating sloppy, slimy eggs.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Can you keep those red nizzles off the telefizzle? I would appreciate that, homies. Keep it cracking out here in Sacktown. You know why we do it.
Touche, two-pack.
Those red nizzles off the telefizzle.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Geronimo gets the handoff. He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Geronimo.
Well, it's another week, and we're ready to roll. You gotta love the stuff on that Dynamite Show. No budget Jeopardy, spitting trivia too. Howard of Connections just waiting for you. We gotta get right, because we want to play. The Dynamite Show is coming your way. So get ready.
You got 4 minutes to get Satan in here, or you'll find out just as soon.
He asked for singing.
We're probably to produce and fuck with the news. They're gonna get it kick-started.
What do you think Sabian can do?
You ready? We're already psyched. All my rowdy friends just love that Don and Mike.
I don't want to talk to you. You've made me mad today. Don't talk to me. It ain't been easy living with you all this time, the things that you've done to me. Trying to pick at my brain what little bit's left of it. Hey, look here. I'm not all the way crazy.
The Don and Mike Show.
Not all the way crazy.
Master haters, Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Okay. You get back to the Anna Nicole thing. Then we have the guy who's setting up the midget gangbang, the porno thing.
Yes.
We do have, Mike, we talked about an hour ago about Westwood One.
Right.
And a relationship with Westwood One. We do have something that's come over radio and records online.
Hey.
That might be interesting to people about our show.
Okay.
Hey, Fredericksburg.
Oh, you God!
It's the return of the Crap Blues Band to Uncle Sam's in Fredericksburg this Saturday night. Pleased to join Mike O'Mara for an evening of fun, music, and vomiting.
Right.
That's Saturday night.
Yeah, and it's fun because it's at some point Anna Nicole will suck the vial out of my mouth.
Hey! So that was a good, I got you with that, right?
You totally got me. And you know what? Sometimes you sort of get me. That was the hook, line, and sinker because I was really thinking there was a, you know me.
Yeah, right.
Ever the optimist.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, hi, this is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, just want to say I think you guys do a great job of making fun of everybody, and that guy that was on there a little bit ago, obviously he's got some kind of a problem.
What?
I mean, what does he think Anna Nicole does? She makes fun of herself anyway.
Well, and I think really you get credibility when you start by making fun of yourselves, and I think over the years we've probably made more fun of ourselves than anybody else, and that's the rule.
And there's no doubt that guy has been raped by his cousin. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey.
Yeah, right, it happens. Right, it happens. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello.
I know what happened to me. With my cousin Ronnie.
Yeah.
The guy
right after you check the oil.
The guy who changed the oil using McDonald's straws.
All taped together. And let's be honest, that's what he used at the beginning.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, in Florida, it's actually legal to marry your first cousin.
Which is why I move into Florida as soon as I can.
I have a place down in Florida, and I always have my cousins down there.
Yeah, on the state website, one of the frequently asked questions about applying for a marriage license was, can I legally marry my nephew? And the answer was no, you can marry your first cousin now. So.
All right, welcome to Florida.
I'd be disturbed that you have that information, sir.
Hey, listen, before Anna Nicole Smith, just, what is that thing they say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery?
Right. Mm-hmm.
About a year ago, they came out with Vanilla Coke, and then they came out with Diet Vanilla Coke.
Right.
And I'm dying for loving this Diet Vanilla Coke.
You're addicted to it.
I love it. It's my favorite soft drink ever. And I wish the Coca-Cola people would step up and send me a case of the stuff. And I don't mean like a 12-pack. I mean like a whole room full of it. Because goddamn, I drink it all the time. We talk about it all the time. Well, I have news for you, Coca-Cola. I've not sampled it yet. But today we were sent our advanced pre-store bottles of Diet Pepsi Vanilla. So if you would please bring me a glass of ice.
I was curious that you will do your taste test over ice, which is the way you enjoy your Diet Vanilla Coke.
Correct. And
I would like to point out before this taste test, I am drinking a Diet Pepsi, so that we have both products represented here. I drink one of these every day.
And I do know that they both at one point advertised with us before they got scared away by the entire genre of shock radio.
They don't like that.
I know that Jeff Hedges is talking to Coca-Cola. They want to advertise with us again.
Good.
Hello?
Hey, I'm on the way down.
All right.
And incidentally,
Joe could be in that movie, incidentally.
May I put
Anna Nicole movie.
May I put a soft drink request into just stores? Please stock that Diet Coolness tea, which seems to be nowhere now. You can't find it anywhere. And then they came out with their fruit soda, Minute Maid fruit soda, and they have Minute Maid fruit soda light, and they don't stock that anymore. So I want to cry.
All right, while we're waiting for Joe to come down with the beverage, let's get back to Anna Nicole
and more beer.
Anna Nicole having trouble with the old man's will.
When the will was read, Anna discovered that Pierce was the sole heir. Her beloved Jay Howard had left her virtually nothing.
I've heard him say several times that he wanted to take care of her the rest of her life.
Yeah.
He wanted to take care of her the rest of her life. Not his, hers.
Young, gifted, but broke, Anna rededicated herself to her thespian pursuits.
All right, now Anna's...
them.
This got Anna will call her cousin Shelley.
Come on, Shelley.
To have dinner. We didn't play this one, have we?
No, I don't
think so.
Later that night, I wasn't feeling well. So I called you and canceled plans, and then about an hour later, they had called me and, wanted me to go have dinner, so we went and had dinner.
That's a cousin, or is that Anna Nicole?
No, that's cousin Shelley.
Is
Anna Nicole on this at all?
No.
Okay.
Later that night, I wasn't feeling well. So I called you and canceled plans, and then about an hour later, they had called me and, wanted me to go have dinner, so we went and had dinner.
And Mike, you have to...
Are they all drugged up? Are they all drugged up?
Yeah, they're all drugged up, and they're all missing teeth with bad skin, and they're all smoking. And
It would be for Anna's family back home.
So we went and had dinner at a nice little restaurant.
Hold on, I got to take this call, because this guy wins a prize. Absolutely right on. Robert, tell everybody who Anna Nicole's uncle looks like.
A younger Charles Manson.
Wow. Winner.
And nobody has any teeth either.
Younger Charles Manson.
That's a winner. That's a winner.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You've won 15 free Slurpees.
Wow.
And a 7-Eleven convenient card. Power up your thirst with the new Slurpee flavor Mountain Dew Live Wire this summer at 7-Eleven.
I can't wait.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
That's right on.
And hats off to CBS. for recreating the Helter Skelter miniseries.
Yeah.
Bringing back our man, Charlie.
Yeah, first Hitler, then Charles Manson.
Right.
That's the new formula for success at CBS.
What I love is every time Charles Manson is up for parole, he carves a new swastika in his forehead.
Right.
No finer way to tell the parole board that you really turned over a new leaf.
Spring me.
Than to carve a new swastika in your forehead. Hotline, hello. Is that Wendell still calling on the hotline?
No, I'm sure it's not Wendell.
You don't think so?
Star 69?
Yeah.
This feature cannot be activated because the number is outside the serving area in which the service will work.
Don't know. Okay. What?
Oh.
You think it was him again?
No, it wasn't him.
All right, here you go. Here's the best part. This is the parting shot. Now, this is when the lady's in bed with all the bottles of prescription meds around her.
May I make one request?
Yeah.
I would really like to hear Shelley crying. I think you were almost to it in that cut.
Oh, all right, okay.
It's really good.
You're right,
because
it's a good one. Cousin Shelley crying.
When she puts her hand to her mouth, you can literally see dirt under her fingernails.
All right, she's in Los Angeles, and she's crying about Anna Nicole. Love the soundtrack.
God, please don't let her boot me in the butt. Oh, she throws her arms around me and the way
When she's going to see her?
We spend the day together, and that would be real cool.
That's right.
Here we go.
This one's for you, Dale.
Now, what's happening right now?
Now she's walking.
Walking up to the door of Anna Nicole's house?
She just knocked on the door.
Is Anna home?
Who are you?
I'm her cousin, Shelley.
You are, really?
I haven't seen her in...
Step off the property, please. This is private property. Step off.
By chance, Anna was filming her reality show when Shelley arrived. Barred from the door by Anna's producers, Shelley wrote a letter.
I really miss you, and I want to see you, and I love you so much. Please just let me in to visit and talk with you.
With the note, she left photos of the family Anna has never met.
My daughter that laid in the hospital dying, and you weren't there, and you can't even open your door. I don't know, but you know what? I used to look up to her. Not no more. She got the number, and she's got the number to the motel. Maybe she'll call me.
Oh, boy.
All right, and then the last one, and you're just going to have to watch the video, Mike.
Okay.
And everybody's got to watch, set your TiVos or your VCRs for VH1 Driven, Anna Nicole Smith. There's a parting shot in bed, and she has lots of prescription medication all around her.
All right.
Now, is this Shelley or is this Mom?
This is, I think, Aunt Elaine.
The aunt. Okay, the aunt.
Aunt Elaine.
And now we get the picture that she's like all the rest of them, redneck to the bone, and she is really surrounded by meds, by all of these bottles of prescription.
All right.
And I believe what we're going to hear, yes, it's her parting shot.
Very good.
Last scene to Anna Nicole.
But I'll always love her. I don't care what she does. If she shot me, I'm like the rest of my kids. If they would shoot me, I'd still love them. But they better hope I stay down on the ground because I'm going to whoop that butt if I get up.
Philosopher.
Measurements on Anna Nicole have fluctuated wildly with weight gain and loss over her career. But in 1999, she weighed 155 pounds, and her measurements were 39D, 2739. She's the biggest, that means tallest, heaviest, and biggest measurements playmate of the year. Though India Allen and Judy Calley were also 5'11". Those facts, courtesy of...
She's 5'11"?
Crack producer Charles Brohill. Yep.
Wow.
And now, before we talk to the guy about the midget porno...
Now, you open-minded on this?
Yes, you bet. Being as Coca-Cola has not sent me anything and has not advertised with us...
Good. There's the sound of the Diet Vanilla Coke.
Hold on.
That's the sound of it spilling over the cup.
Mike, you know what that means? It's fully carbonated.
Yes.
That means it's ready. Let me just let it...
It's pure.
Here we go.
Season it in the ice.
And...
Here's the taste test. Here it comes.
Yes,
I had to do
There's nothing like a spit take, ladies and gentlemen.
I had to do it. Robbie, you got some towels or something?
That was a good spit. I love a spit take. Now you're going to do it for real?
For real.
You going to do it like the wine tasters do, where you swish it around your mouth a little bit?
No, I'm just going to
drink it.
Now let me have some Diet Vanilla Coke. There is no comparison.
We have not heard an answer yet.
One is better than the other.
Really?
In my mind, there is no comparison. I've just had both of them side to side.
Huh.
There is no comparison.
Do we need a timpani?
No, I'm not going to announce it yet.
You going to wait till the end of the show?
No, I'm going to wait till one of them calls. Because
so in other words,
no, because I do have a favorite. I'll tell you that. I'm not playing one against the other. I do have a favorite.
I think I know your favorite.
You think you do?
Yes, you have poker face. I think I do.
Okay. I've won some poker hands from you, though.
You have.
You have the advantage of seeing
well,
my face.
I know you, and I'm basing my opinion on my knowledge of you.
But do you
and
also
change?
You know that I'm loyal to Coca-Cola, but do you also know that I'm pissed off at Coca-Cola?
I understand, but I think it comes down. You didn't have any noticeable negative reaction when you sipped the
and I'll tell you this
Pepsi
as well.
Vanilla.
I'll tell you this as well. Hold on. Here's some more of the Pepsi vanilla Diet Pepsi. Very similar.
Okay.
It would be hard. It would really be hard to tell the two apart.
All right.
I can because I'm evolved, but it would be hard for the layperson to tell them apart.
Right.
But I do have a favorite one over the other.
And you know they are saying that these vanilla beverages are the rage currently. Yeah. That they are flying off the shelves.
Me, I'm waiting, and you know, actually I was kidding about this, but my wife showed me that they're coming out now with Smirnoff vanilla vodka.
Well, but that's sure.
Vanilla vodka.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Vanilla vodka.
Wait till they have vanilla beer. And if it's made by Miller, it'd be Miller Nilla beer. Anyway,
Miller.
Okay, well, no one's called yet
from the bottling company.
No one's called yet from either Pepsi or Coca-Cola.
Joan Crawford has called.
Wondering which I like the best.
We've got 6 calls from RC, but no vanilla product.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, have the Shasta people called.
They're in line with Fago.
Fago.
Fanta. I miss Hojo. Fresca, Fanta, Wink.
Oh, God.
Cragmont.
Mr. Pibb.
Safeway Select.
Tab. You know Tab's back in the stores again?
Yeah. Oh, Sam's.
Hey, what is the ripoff of Dr. Pepper that they have in Safeway?
Mr. Pibb.
No.
It's
Skipper.
That's it.
It's Skipper.
Yeah.
And there's one also at Price Club that's not Dr. Pepper, but it's Dr. somebody else.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Salt or something like that. I mean, it's something ridiculous at Price Club.
I think it's Doc Johnson.
No, he makes marital aids. Anyway, how about that Anna Nicole?
She's something, isn't she?
Wow.
She is wild.
I tell you right now, talk to Butcher now.
That's great. When we come back, the guy, now I don't have the paper on this, so you're going to have to bear with me. All I remember from yesterday, from the prep I received yesterday, was that there is a full-sized woman who's looking for male and female midgets. Thank you, Charlie. For the world's smallest gangbang. Are you a midget, dwarf, or otherwise little person?
Now, I have a question.
Yeah?
We are once again on phenomenal terms with Scott, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how long has it been since he called? I'm just reading the ad here, Mike.
Okay.
Can you be in LA in 2 weeks' notice? Are you over 18? You want to make love to a real-life porn star? If you answered yes to these questions, today's your lucky day. Hop off the couch and get ready. That's Anna Nicole? Get ready to be in the world's smallest gang.
No, that's the lady that's going to be in the gangbang.
Oh, I thought it was Anna Nicole Smith. I thought Charlie was holding...
professional.
I thought Charlie was holding up a picture.
Wow. She is. She's a nasty-looking woman.
She looks like... what's her name? Like that redneck, like Anna Nicole. At least in that picture. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, how are you?
Okay.
Hey, Stoli's been making vanilla vodka now for a long time, actually.
Well, I had not heard of it until I saw this ad recently, It's all the rage.
I'm surprised you didn't know that.
It's got a thick candy shell. Surprised you didn't know that. All right, well, time's up. I won't keep America waiting. My choice is Shock Diet Vanilla Coke. I'm a whore for the Coca-Cola Company.
But you don't mind the Diet Vanilla Pepsi.
No, and let me just say this. If they don't send me some pretty goddamn fast, I'll switch.
And go public and print it,
and tell the fat man. Isn't that what the guy said, Mike?
Yeah, take it upstairs to the fat man. Goose Gossage talking about George Steinbrenner. We used to have that tape.
Hey, Dwayne, do you have the name of the ripoff of Dr. Pepper?
I do, my friends. It's Dr. Thunder.
Is that the Price Club thing?
I'm pretty sure.
Dr. Thunder?
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah. You've never heard Dr. Thunder before?
Never have.
Let's go it.
Sorry. Not a winner. Got a break. Be back. Midget sex next.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
I don't love you, but I like you. Respect you enough not to want to lie to you. Oh, don't stop. Now isn't the time for talk, darling, moaned the fiercely aroused young socialite daughter of a prominent jurist. Her blouse was open, and she ripped at the gap with trembling fingers, pulling away the silken fabric so that the ruby nipples rising erectly from the midst of those glorious unclad spheres of ivory splendor were lavishly disclosed, surging upwards with ragged wantonness, begging for further fondle.
The Don and Mike Show.
They love to get festive. Don and Mike.
All right, before we talk to the pornographer, I think we got a guy with the correct answer about the ripoff of Dr. Pepper that you get a Price Club. At least I think it's what it is, but I'll give you a bunch of wrong ones first. Matt.
Yes.
What do you think it is?
My boy. It's Dr. Perky.
It is not.
Dr. Perky.
Tyler.
That's the name for your thing.
Tyler. What do you think it is?
Dr. Topper.
Dr. Toppy.
No. Gary. What do you think, Gary?
Mr. Green.
No. Here's a real dumb one. Mike.
Yes.
What do you think it is?
Mr. Pibb.
No.
Hey, wait. Yeah, that was mine though before.
But that's
Mr. Pibb is a big brand.
That's a big one. That's not one that you'd find as a ripoff.
Pibb was brewed by Coca-Cola to answer Dr. Pepper.
Now, guys, we all go to Price Club all the time. I think this is the correct answer.
All right.
You tell me if this one strikes a chord, not a goof. Craig.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, what do you think it is?
Don and Mike, Radio Gods, it's Dr. Skipper.
Now, that sounds to me like what I've seen.
I don't think that's it because
I'm at the Price Club. I'm at the Price Club.
Oh, he's at the Price Club.
It's Dr. Skipper. I'm holding a case of it in my hand.
Price Club wouldn't make their own. It would be Kirkland. There would be Sam's that makes the knockoff, right?
You know, maybe
well, wait a minute.
What is Costco?
That's the Price
Costco is Sam. It's Sam's.
Kirkland. No, Sam's is owned by Walmart.
What is Costco?
Costco is different.
That's where I go.
That's Kirkland.
Then if I'm saying...
I go to Costco, too.
Joe, do you have information on this? Here is Joe. From Joe's Book Club.
I just wanted to add that Mr. Pibb has one of the funniest slogans, which is, put it in your head.
Thank you, Joe.
I would like that.
Jill's not just a name, it's an idea.
All right, well, I think you're right.
No, that was such a Joe contribution.
Hold on, Craig. But are you in Costco or Price Club right now?
I'm at the Price Club.
Well, I know I've seen Dr. Skipper.
And it's Dr. Skipper, so maybe...
It is Dr. Skipper. I'm holding it in my hand.
What are some of the other beverages there?
Some pretty bizarre stuff here. I'm up at the cash register right now, so I don't know.
All right, hold on. Listen, we'll give you something, though. Game Freedom Pass. You play a game a day for 30 days with no viewing fees from Blockbuster. Everybody can buy them for $19.99.
I know it makes no service except to slow the show down, but I don't believe this guy. I think there's something wrong.
You think he's lying?
I do.
I agree with
I don't think there's Dr. Skipper, and it's awful. Here's the thing. Skipper is a brand brewed by Cragmont that's sold only at Safeway. And doesn't this sound too quiet to be priced?
You know what? Now that I think about it, Rob, you could be right.
I am right.
Do me a favor. What happened to the pornographer? Would someone get the pornographer back on?
Do you want to call a Safeway? I've got the number memorized.
No.
You know, Rob worked at Safeway for so long. He's got codes on the bread.
Call the one where I live.
Okay.
And I'll ask for my man AJ.
Okay.
Hey,
They
Jay.
don't make Craigmont anymore. They make Safeway.
Yeah, but he'd know if it's Skipper.
Craigmont.
You might be right. I might be getting Safeway confused with Price Club and Costco. And then that guy would not get the prize.
There's still one we're missing, I think.
I don't spend enough time thinking about beverages when I'm in a Price Club or a Costco.
Right.
The pornographer there? I'm sorry, Charlie, did we lose him?
No, he's about to be transferred in.
We transferred him? Where do we transfer him?
He's going to slip right in.
444.
Oh, here he is. He'll come up on 444. All right, the deal is this. It's the world's smallest gangbang. Are you a midget, dwarf, or otherwise little person? Can you be in Los Angeles within 2 weeks? Are you over 18? Do you want to make love to a real-life porn star? And here she is, Brooke Hunter. What do I have to do to be part of the world's smallest gangbang? In order to be selected as one of our 50 participants, you must send us the following via email, your picture, 2 forms of ID, your phone number and email address, and a note telling us why you'd like to be in the world's smallest gangbang. What will be required of me? 2 forms of ID to the shoot. What's next? Once we make our final selections, you'll be notified by telephone or email with more information on the date and location of the shoot. We'll be in the L.A. San Fernando Valley area. And then here is the whore. Her name is Brooke Hunter. She'll be sleeping with all the midgets, and the guy's not on the phone. So let me just call my Safeway. If my guy AJ's not there, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Call your friendly.
Oh. It's a machine.
Oh.
Hit 0.
Zero?
In the office.
Rob knows all the details. What?
It's called Safeway. It's a goddamn machine.
Yeah, they just started that this week.
Now, hold on. Thank you. Hi, Charlie. Thank you.
What's going on?
Hold on. Yeah, is AJ there today? Can you tell me something? Do you sell a Safeway brand of soda called Skipper or Dr. Skipper? That's all I need. Thank you, honey. Bye.
Thank you, honey.
They do. They do. You're right, Rob. And that means...
So Dr. Skipper is available in Price Club and Safeway?
No, just at Safeway. Just at Safeway.
Are you two both sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would Safeway supply the Price Club?
That's where I've seen it.
Is it a Safeway brand?
Yes.
Yes. That guy loses the prize. Thank you, Rob.
We're sure, though. We're not committing any injustice here.
No.
No,
even if we are, who cares?
There's Rob.
Let's enter and sign in, please. Rob Spallone. Rob.
How you doing?
Hey, dude. Sorry to make you wait. We were in a discussion about Dr. Pepper.
There you go.
Now, Rob. Oh, Rob. Let's play him in. Rob, how did you get the idea? And a great one it is for the world's smallest gangbang.
About 8 months ago, I did the world's biggest gangbang.
Now, was that fat guys?
Yeah, it was 1 porno girl and 50 people over 300 pounds.
Oh, my God. How many of them were disc jockeys?
Not too many.
And so now you're going the opposite direction.
Now we're going for the world's smallest gangbang.
So the girl, Brooke Hunter,
right.
I mentioned in some ways, some of these photos, Anna Nicole Smith-ish. Some of these pictures I've seen, nice big boobs and blonde hair. What does she do? Was she
the one that participated in the world's biggest?
No, a girl named Kat Cleavage did that one.
Cat Cleavage. Now, will she do oral, anal,
everything?
So she does everything. How many midgets are you looking for?
We're looking for 25.
25. Oh, so it's now 50.
So if you have any midgets listening, tell them to go to the site.
Well, we have a dwarf who is a very good friend of this show, a guy named Scott the Dwarf.
And what's your site, Rob?
The world's smallest gangbang.com. They can go to and they'll tell you how to get in touch with me and what you have to do. They have to send a picture of themselves and ID.
Now, do they get scale, or is it just the thrill of being in a porno?
They get to have sex with a porno girl.
That's the payoff.
That's the payoff.
Mm-hmm. Now, will they have to wear rubbers?
Yes.
And you're looking for 25, not 50.
25. Now, when we did the Fat Gangbang, we did a few radio shows, and we got hundreds of emails of people that wanted to do it.
I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I bet you're gonna get a lot from the
little
midget,
people,
from the midget dwarf little people community here.
But it's not an easy thing to do. I personally couldn't do it. I shoot a movie a week. When I'm shooting these specialty movies, it's a lot harder because if I'm shooting a regular porno and a girl don't show up, in 10 minutes I have another girl there. If I'm shooting old ladies and one don't show up, I'm in trouble.
Hold on, now I'm fascinated. How old are the old ladies in your old lady pornos?
I shoot a line, women over 60, once a month.
Whoa.
Oh, you got to send me one of those.
So you're kind of a specialist, huh?
No, I shoot some of the bigger movies in the business. I shoot for VCA, which is now owned by LFP, Larry Flint Production. And
a subsidiary of Viacom.
I have a series called The Sopranos that's been like the #1 hit the past 4 years in a row.
So when this girl obviously has intercourse, she uses a rubber. What about on oral? Will the guys have to wear rubbers when she's giving oral?
No.
No, she will not. Now, will there be any midget girls involved?
If that we get midget girls, we take them. When we did the Fattest Gangbang, we had 8 women over 300-400 pounds show up, and we just put on a strap on, and they did what they had to do.
Now, what are you looking for? What qualities are you looking for in a little person that's going to get involved here? Obviously,
as long as they're little, that's it.
All right, now define little.
Under 5 foot.
Under 5 feet
Under
tall.
5 foot, so maybe technically not a dwarf, not a midget, just a short person.
Right. Well, we're looking in this business in the past, say, 8 years. There's only been 3 little people.
Can you mean like stars, porn stars?
Yeah, people that made a few movies.
And who are they? Would you know them by name?
Bridget the Midget.
Yeah.
Twidget the Midget.
And
I can't remember the other one's name.
All women?
No, 1 guy, 2 women.
Let me ask you about your pornos. Are you one of these directors that lets these people think that they're actually actors, or do you?
Absolutely not. I knock them right down to where they belong.
Thank you. Well, if I was to buy a Rob Spallone video, and I'm very interested, seriously, in the one with 60-year-old women.
Oh,
I'm going to send them to you when we get off. You give me the number, address, and I'll send them off to you.
Very good.
So I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll sit through like the pizza delivery guy coming to the door, and then the next thing you know, he's
exactly. That's in the Gonzos that we shoot every week, and then once a month we shoot the bigger movies with the bigger budget, where there's a storyline, and they sell to Playboy and Spice and stuff like that.
Rob, I mean this as a compliment. You sound like a pornographer.
Gee, thanks.
You've worked with a lot of people. Who would have the reputation within the business as being the most difficult porn star to work with?
There's a lot of them.
Wow. There's a lot of them.
What about? Have you ever worked with Leah Remini?
No.
She did a lot of pornos before she got her big break.
And I'm curious, what makes a porn star difficult to work with?
Typical of how they are?
Yeah.
Most of them are in it just for the money.
They're not in it for the art.
No.
And
they think, a lot of the guys think that they're actors.
Right.
Which they're not. They're a piece of meat as far as I'm concerned.
Wow. Well, at least this guy's on.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell them straight to their face.
Do you have a particular guy or gal that you like working with more than anybody else?
If you watch my last, say, 50 movies, you're lucky if you, and there's 5 guys in a movie average, you're lucky if you see 10 different guys. I use the same guys because I know that they could perform. I don't want to hire a new, the phone rings, hey, I want to get in the business, I'm this big, but that's not what I'm concerned. I couldn't do it. I have trouble having sex with somebody in the next room, never mind when there's 10, 20 people watching.
Are you big into the money shots?
That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's the big. What about, and I want to make sure that we stay within the parameters here. I've heard that shot that we're talking about, the money shot, that a lot of times that's not what you see is not what you really get. That it's kind of an illusion.
That's not true.
That's not true?
No. If you watch, say, the last 10 movies I made, you're lucky if there's one fake one in the whole 10, meaning that the cameraman either missed the shot or the guy couldn't do it, and we had to fake it. But 99% of it's real.
All right. Do you ever have? I just want to ask this one. Do you ever have when you're shooting it and the guy can't perform, so to speak, and you have somebody else you have a body double come in?
Well, what do you use? Do you use real DNA?
Pina colada mix.
Pina colada mix. That's great.
So, when that happens, what does the guy do? Does he just look up at you and say, "Hey, Ron, I'm sorry, I don't have it"?
Yeah, they'll make 9 million excuses because they want you to hire them again.
Now, how many times, if a guy's in a porno with you, how many times does he have to make DNA? Does he only have to make it once?
Yeah, once.
Once per day?
Unless, you know, he's in 2 scenes, which means you probably shoot him in the first scene, then maybe the 4th or 5th scene of the movie. You give him a few hours. What you guys watch, 86 minutes, takes us anywhere from 10 to 18 hours to make.
10 to 18 hours? And, I mean,
and then we edit it down to 86 minutes.
Do you do that straight during a day, or is it usually 2 days?
On the Gonzos, we shoot in 1 day, and the features, I shoot over 2 and 3 days sometimes.
Okay.
Depending on how much dialogue there is.
Is there a particular lady that you would think higher of than anybody else in the business?
No, they're all the same to me. They're all garbage cans. Come on, look what they do for a living.
You are fantastic. I mean, you're fantastic.
I come home and my wife yells every day, "What were you doing with these prostitutes all day? What were you doing all day?"
Really?
How long?
Not easy.
Ron, how long you been married?
15 years.
15 years. And I guess your wife just likes the money.
Well, she has to.
She has to.
So, I mean, what does your wife think of the business?
She hates the business.
She hates it.
Now, listen,
My parents have been in it a very long time.
Oh, your parents are in it.
I do have a guy...
Family business.
A guy who is not technically a midget, but a guy who I know who works for this company, who I'm going to submit his name right now. His name
I'll tell you what. Back up. www.eroticscriptcontest.com.
All right, and let me just say to you the name Jay Stevens.
Oh, yeah.
You gave him a stage name already?
No, that's his name.
That's his name.
He's one of the corporate programmers here, and he's under 5 feet tall.
He's actually 3'1".
And if you put one of those, like, gnome hats on him, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, can we wear a mask? He can do anything he wants.
Can we look forward to some uniforms or costumes in this movie?
Well, sometimes they, the newer people don't want to be shown, so we'll like in the Fat movie, we let them wear masks and stuff because they were all amateurs. But if you go to www.eroticscriptcontest.com, it's a contest that we're running now.
Yeah.
Where you send in a 15-page script or less. Everyone that enters receives 2 free videos. And winner gets flown to California, picked up in a limo by some big porno stars. The names are on there. And gets to watch their movie be made.
Hey, when you did the big people, the over 300, that had to be a tough shoot.
It was the most disgusting, disturbing thing. I'll send you a copy of it.
Please, here's what we'd like. And I'll be glad to plug your website. It's www.worldsmallestgangbang.com.
And eroticscriptcontest.com.
Please send us the fattest gangbang and send me the one of the 60-year-old women, because we'll watch those on the air.
Listen, at the end, put somebody on. Let me get the address and everything.
You got it. All right, good talking to you. Let us know if you get any response from people who say they heard this on the Don and Mike show.
You got it.
And hold on. Oh, and this guy, Jay Stevens, the only problem is he's hung like a program director. He's very small. Hold on, please.
Thanks, Rob.
You got it.
Hold on, Rob. There he is.
Yeah, thank you.
Famous pornographer.
The garbage cans.
Wow. Rob, whatever his name was, Rob
Spallone or something.
Whatever.
Wasn't it like Spallone?
Something like that. Spicoli.
Spallone. My name is Rob. Listen, all you garbage cans.
Rob Spallone,
He grades women.
I use 5 guys. You'll see the same 5 guys I use all the time.
There are garbage cans.
They're garbage cans.
They will make 10,000 excuses. Then we get out the pina colada mix.
Yes, and then we send them home. I will never use you in my film again. You're garbage cans.
But I would
Players Club, baby.
But I would love to watch the video of the 60-year-old women followed up by the fat people.
Oh, God.
We'll have to watch it.
Hopefully, the guy was unbelievably honest. Yeah. It's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Charlie, get him to overnight him so we can watch him next week.
He can't afford it.
Garbage cans. They're garbage cans.
My wife hates it. She says you work with prostitutes all day long. Now, I think we have perhaps a consensus on the phone here. More than one person is calling with the answer to what the Price Club equivalent...
All right, let's talk to the garbage cans.
of Dr. Pepper is... Let's go to Rebecca the whore. Rebecca.
Hello.
How are you, garbage can? What is it, Rebecca?
It is Dr. Thunder.
And that is... That has now been phoned in from people who actually work at Price Club.
Dr. Thunder's the stuff at the Price Club.
And their Mountain Dew brand is Mountain Thunder.
Mountain Thunder.
Now, I think the one thing we need to settle here, it's not Price Club, though. It's Sam's Club, right?
Costco. No, it's Costco.
Is it really?
It is Costco.
Yeah, and that's you're right, because Skipper is the one I saw at Safeway, and Dr. Thunder is the one I saw at Costco, because that's where I go.
Samsung.
And that means, Rebecca, congratulations, you have won the Game Freedom Pass from the local Blockbuster store. You get free game rentals for 30 consecutive days. Plus, you're going to get tickets to see Huey Lewis in the News. Don't miss the legendary rock of Huey Lewis in the News at Wolf Trap Sunday, August 17th. Go to wolftrap.org. Wait, there's more. You've also got 15 free Slurpees and a 7-Eleven convenient card. Power up your thirst with a new Slurpee flavor Mountain Dew Live Wire. That's from 7-Eleven.
And might I make a suggestion? When you're done with those beverages, throw them in the garbage can.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, you prostitute.
No problem.
No problem.
Hold on a second, please.
They are garbage cans. All right, I need the men over here and all of you garbage cans over here.
How great a show has this been today with the Anna Nicole stuff and that guy?
This show, it's moving along. We've got lots of garbage. More garbage for your ears.
They're garbage cans.
They are garbage cans.
If you can't go, get the pina colada mix.
I make 30 films, you'll see the same 5 guys. And lots of garbage cans.
My wife said, how was it working with a prostitute?
How are the prostitutes today?
They're just meat.
Yeah, the guys are just meat.
Just meat.
They're just meat.
I use the same 5 guys.
They think they're actors. 5 guys.
I use the same 5 guys.
5 guys in a garbage can.
Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Listen, my friend. I am a supporter of the gay community. I wore a red ribbon to the Emmys. I have been to several Elton John concerts.
What does that mean?
Elton John is a gay.
The Don and Mike Show.
This is Scott Thompson saying Don and Mike are a gay.
Bingo, baby. The Don and Mike Show.
Okay, listen, before we get to Craig, which is real in the newspaper today, a couple of things from the fabulous Al Gore Internet. I'm a fan of the site DCRTV.com, and occasionally I will respond to something that someone has written in the mailbag. I don't write, I just read something every once in a while. It makes me laugh. Okay, Don has completely lost it. The Brian Wilson tapes they played yesterday that he's acting like is new is something they ran a year or so ago. Are they so on autopilot they don't remember what they did last year? Unreal! Point. Not to mention the Packer casket, which has been on ilovebacon.com for months. And this is signed XRIAS.
Okay.
So, the answer to that is very simple. I'm very well aware of the fact that we had the Brian Wilson Barbara Ann tape a year ago. Maybe I didn't say it on the air. This is an absolute clean copy.
Yeah, the audio quality on the one that you had yesterday was the one that we really got into. The one we had before was very muddy.
Right, and as far as the Packer casket, I really haven't been to ilovebacon.com for a long time, which is one of my favorite sites. Again, a guy in Green Bay sent us the coupon that he got in the mail.
Absolutely.
So
that's how that came up.
You know, every once in a while I just like addressing. And there's one other thing that I want to address. To I think the guy is Dave Hughes,
the guy that runs the website.
Yeah. Now, I appreciate the fact that we talked about our syndication thing, and he puts it there as his lead item.
Right.
And he's got our picture there. However, Dave, if you're listening, and I guess you're listening, and I'm a big fan of the site, and so is Mike.
Absolutely.
Do me a favor. When Mike and I are talking together about something like the syndication thing. And Mike has said nothing. This is me, not Mike speaking, so you can quote me on this. I don't like it when you only quote me. When it just sounds like I'm the only guy that's saying this stuff.
Yeah, I think we were both talking about that today.
Yeah, I mean, it says, DC radio duo Don and Mike plan to go local come September. On the air Wednesday, Don Geronimo said his 8-month dispute continues with Westwood One. Now, I make no bones about the fact that I'm the captain of the show and I like running the show.
Right.
But in issues like this, Mike and I are absolutely 50-50.
Yeah, and we do a lot of talking about these issues, and it's kind of weird when he's done that before, and it's weird.
It's a good sign, and the guy generally is positive towards the show, and
I think he gives us a fair shake. Yeah?
And it's a good radio site to go to. But just Dave, and now this is Don speaking. Do me a favor,
he quotes me occasionally when I make a mistake.
Modify that on your front page to say Don and Mike, because I believe in the context of that discussion about our syndication and what's going to happen,
right.
I think Mike actually spoke more about it than I did.
I was pretty into it, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's nice of you to say that.
No,
it weirds me out sometimes when I see that, too. It's strange.
Because, here's the deal with this show. Mike is not my sidekick, okay? Mike is not Ed McMahon. But there is a hierarchy that I take a lot of pride in the fact that I play on the show, and I run the show, and I keep Mike in the dark about what we're going to do because I get his honest reaction. In that regard, again, he's an equal. He's not a sidekick. It's the Don and Mike show. I talk more because I plan more junk, and I'm willing to open up more about stuff. But you should know that away from the microphone, what Mike and I have, it's absolutely down the middle, 50-50. Every decision, every conversation, every problem we have with the dickheads that run this company.
And also in the lovemaking.
It's 50-50.
Always been 50-50.
Sometimes I'm on top.
Right.
Sometimes he's on top.
Sometimes catching, sometimes pitching. And we really try to be as equal about that as we can.
And I'd like to just point out and write this, that Mike's been pitching way too much recently. Since his breakup with his wife.
Well, and I appreciate the consideration.
He keeps saying, catch.
I know. I've been a little piggy in that one.
And a little rough, I might add.
And I apologize for, in the middle of it the other day, saying,
you're a garbage can. Now, also from the fabulous Al Gore Internet, was sent a site by a guy named Doug Hirschberger. Doug Hirschberger. Now listen to this.
I'm sorry. It's your friend in back of you there.
Oh, no.
He hears the name. What is it, Buzz? You heard a word he liked?
Yes, he heard a word he liked. Doug Hirschberger.
Hirschberger, hello. How are you?
Hello. Well, first off, you should know that he's got a site. Dr. Skipper, indeed, is the Safeway brand.
Okay.
Safeway Select. He's a Dr. Pecker. Hey,
that's in the garbage can.
He is a Dr. Pepper aficionado, and he writes, the only complaint I make about Dr. Skipper is that it is slightly dry. Other than that, Dr. Skipper tastes great. It earns a 4.5 Dr. Pepper can rating. Wow. And then, as you can see, he also sent the Select Safeway brand with the Dr. Skipper can. Now,
so this is a guy that reviews sodas against Dr. Pepper?
No, he is strictly Dr. Pepper all the way, and he also writes, Dr. Pepper is the finest soft drink available. At various times, Coke, 7-Up, and cream soda have their appeal, but Dr. Pepper is the center of the soda pop universe. As the old ad said, drink it 10, 2, and 4. 3 Dr. Peppers a day keeps you alert and happy.
10, 2, and 4? That's when you're supposed to drink Dr. Pepper?
Apparently on the logo.
Say that on the label, yeah.
So you shouldn't have asked, Mike, because now here comes Rob.
It was a study done that people had low energy at like 11, 3, and 5.
All right. Thank you, Rob. Sorry, I just had to turn his microphone off. I hate to do that to you, buddy.
That's all right.
But he really, if you get him going on that,
he knows his groceries.
I'm never going to get through the list here.
There's a card game called Dr. Pepper where 10s, 2s, and 4s are wild.
I remember you tried to play that one time at our house. Play it.
I remember that.
But now you know.
Now, of course we do.
So anyway,
Hirschberger.
The guy writes. I'm sorry, I hate to turn the microphone off on you. Here is his collection of Dr. Pepper imposters, which is what got us going on this topic before about what the knockoff was at Costco.
So the Dr. Pepper imposters are listed on the page.
Yes. The Dr. Pepper. The Dr. Pecker taste is so unique that soda companies attempt to duplicate its flavor with their own concoctions.
It tastes good.
True Pecker drinkers are not tempted by these for a second. God, you know how I feel right now? How about a nice glass of Dr. Retard? That's how I feel. So according to this guy, Doug Hirschberger, He writes us and says the original is Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Right.
The only one.
Right.
Mr. Pibb.
Look for the flesh-colored can.
Mr. Pibb is the closest thing to the real thing. Mr. Pibb is a Coca-Cola product that is found in towns where Coke does not distribute Dr. Pepper. Dr. Becker. Not a joke.
That's the Ted Danson soft drink.
Is an all-natural version of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Cheaper is found in Northern California.
Wow.
Dr. K, which is also a Dr. Pepper ripoff, is found in Kroger's supermarket.
And just around the corner.
Dr. Joe's is found in Trader Joe's, a gourmet grocery store. And I'll tell you how I know this, that Buzz and Marcia were nice enough. Do you remember when you guys came to the beach a while ago?
I do.
Marcia went out and got me some Kona coffee. I love me this Hawaiian Kona coffee because it's the most caffeinated coffee in the world. It tastes great. And she got it at this place called Trader Joe's.
Right.
And I ran out, and I went to get some, and I saw
Dr. Joe's?
Dr. Joe's.
Are they all the same formula, pretty much?
They're all trying to be very much like Dr. Pepper.
And what is the flavor of Dr. Pepper? Oh, there's more?
Hold on, there's more. What, Robbie?
I can answer the flavor question, but I'm curious to see what Hershberger says.
He does not address the flavor.
That's Hershberger.
Go ahead. What about the flavor? Go ahead.
They say that what they wanted to do is make it taste like it smelled when you walked into an old-fashioned candy and soda shop.
Oh.
So that's the sweet flavor. But in actuality, the taste is just prune.
Prune?
That's
really?
It. Prune? Prune. It's like a cherry Coke, but made with prunes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rob?
Yes?
Shut up! Okay. All right.
Prune soda.
Dr. Joe's, Trader Joe's. Go to Food Lion. Your Dr. Pepper ripoff there. Dr. Perky.
Dr. Perky. I'm going to go into Food Lion just to check that out.
Go to Pavilion Supermarket. It was Dr. Select for a while.
Right.
Now has been replaced by Dr. Skipper.
Dr. Skipper.
Mm-hmm. Those of you listening for the time being in California, going to your local Ralph's, enjoy Dr. Shasta.
Oh, now Shasta is the brand that they have in there.
Dr. Slice is a Pepsi product. It is found in towns where Pepsi does not distribute Dr. Pepper.
Is Slice a Pepsi product?
Slice is Pepsi.
All right.
And I guess Dr. Pepper is Pepsi also.
It depends on the town, actually.
Okay. Lucky's Supermarkets. Dr. Star, with two R's like Ringo and Bart Star.
Wow.
And like the gal said when we gave her the prize, the garbage can that called us.
Garbage can.
Walmart, which is also Sam's Club. Dr. Thunder.
Sam's Club.
And there you go. Then it says he's always on the lookout for Dr. Pepper imposters. So please email him at his website. The guy's hung up. Go to Craftbox, CRUFTBOX.com to check out this guy's website.
I don't even like Dr. Pepper.
Last thing, I promise. I was right. It was Sam's Club and not Costco, because according to that website.
Very good.
So I know my Dr. Pepper.
I don't like the taste of it, though.
I'm a fan of Diet Dr. Pepper. Back in the day...
that's what you used to drink before Cherry Coke?
Yes. And back in the day when Diet Cherry Coke was hard to find, if I couldn't find it, it was my go-to. And back in the day... I would drink Diet Dr. Pepper nonstop.
And not knowing that it was prune soda.
No, thank you, Rob. I didn't know that.
Hey, now you know. The flavor of prune.
And I played...
Shut up!
I played that tape and actually learned something.
Oh, wow.
How about that? Hello.
Try it hot.
Don and Mike show. Hi.
Don and Mike, Bueno Augusta from Rota, Spain. How are you guys?
Hey, and Buzz, you're right about that. Try it hot.
Yeah, the real thing.
Rob?
The regular Dr.
Real
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper? You're supposed to have it hot.
Hot?
Yeah. No, even I have heard that one.
Microwave it in a mug. It's great.
Hello?
They used to advertise it that way.
Really?
Yeah, you're on the air. Hi. You know what I love is Dr. Giggles.
Oh. Did you say you're calling from Spain?
Yes, sir, I am in Rota. I was sitting at dinner tonight, and they bring the menu over, and I have three choices, and one of them is clams and semen sauce.
And you're calling us from Spain?
Yes.
And what kind of... Where'd they get the semen from?
I have no idea.
A garbage can. A garbage can.
The guy I was having dinner with, he ordered it, and it came out, and the sauce was white. So and the chef had a mighty big smile on his face all night.
Oh, no.
I can't believe that you're in Spain to begin with. Tony. Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Don and Mike Show. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Hey, I was calling to let you know about the Dr. Pepper thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an old, wife's tale about the prune juice. I used to work for Dr. Pepper. My father used, and then my father used to work for them.
And this now officially means that today's Craig Wilson will not be read.
You know what? He's saying he worked for Dr. Pepper. Well, what's the formula?
Okay, it got 27 different fruits in it.
I don't buy it. I think you're a shill. I think it's fake.
And that's coming right from my old man who used to work for NorCal Beverages here in Sacramento, who is the official distributor for Dr. Pepper.
Which is exactly what you'd want to say if some young fellow was hot on the trail of figuring out the formula.
Not true.
I ran out of coals all the
I stand by it.
Okay.
Then it's prune?
I think it is a prune flavor, yeah. Prune for you.
Hello. You know what? I'm sorry, but I'm not tracking with all the. Why is it called Dr. Pepper then? Was the guy's name?
Named after a guy who owned a soda shop.
Okay, Pepper.
All right. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Right.
No, there's one more doctor that you didn't get on the Dr. Pepper knockoff.
All right.
It's Dr. Cheer. They sell them here at Metro.
Up in Baltimore?
Up here in Baltimore.
Yeah, you're right. I've seen
Dr. Cheer.
I've seen Dr. Cheer in Baltimore.
Hey there, boy. Have an Annie Boo?
You're right.
And heat up your Dr. Cheer.
Okay, listen, that's it.
I don't think we've ever analyzed a soft drink more.
No, and we had a real Craig Wilson today from the newspaper.
There it is.
Really good and faggy. Robbie, let's hold on to it for next week because we got to go to Buzz now. And incidentally, when listening to Buzz on the news, put your radio in a microwave.
Try it hot.
Because Buzz is best warm.
Yes, hot Buzz.
Some nice warm Buzz. And ask for Buzz with a special sauce. And if they're out of the sauce, just use pina colada mix. Here he is now, live from the garbage pile, from the garbage can.
They're garbage cans.
Try it on prunes.
Thank you, Biggie.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Dr. Buzz.
He made it up.
Dr. Buzz. Buzz, what is your lead story today on the news and comments?
Today, Queen Latifah's breast job causes a boner.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, man.
Lordy. Fit it tuck. Stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned for news and comments,
coming up
on the Don and Mike Show.
On the Don's and Mike shows. That was very
professional, honey.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show.
Lick the bees. The Don and Mike Show.
Time for Buzz's news and comments. Buzz brought to you by Verimax Sexual Pleasure and the Performance Enhancer. Get it at 35,000 retail locations.
Someone call for a doctor?
New double strength Verimax Ultra. Get it by calling 1-888-TRY VMAX. 1-888-TRY VMAX. Name it, Buzz. Can you name it?
I can't. I recognize it, but I can't name it.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Anyway, Mouth and McNeil, I believe.
Yes.
Yep, right.
Never happened.
One-hit wonder.
Mouth and McNeil.
I missed them.
Dr. Pepper.
People have gone bat-ass.
Big topic.
Dr. Pepper is the oldest soft drink in America, originally made by Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore in Waco, Texas. The drink's unique flavor was a hit, but it was first sold in 1865. Dr. Pepper was introduced to millions of visitors at the 1904 World's Fair, St. Louis World's Fair.
Buzz remembers.
Dr. Pepper Company, is the oldest manufacturer of soft drink concentrates and syrups in the United States. It is America's unique flavor and was created, manufactured, and sold beginning in 1865 in Waco, Texas.
Right next to Paul Quinn College.
Let me see. It was originally sold at Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore. Mr. Morrison changed the name to Dr. Pepper blah, blah, blah. The actual drink was invented by Robert Lazenby, a young beverage chemist.
Lazenby? Lazenby, get that Dr. Pepper up here.
It's the king of beverages. Drink a bite to eat at 10, 2, and 4. It's the friendly pepper-upper, and it was what Dick Clark drank and had advertised on American Bandstand.
Wouldn't you like to be a pepper
Ladies
too?
and
Gentlemen, a special guest appearance on the Don and Mike Show. Here is
Fez Watley
drinking Dr. Pepper.
I couldn't wait. I kept hearing about Dr. Pepper, and I had to get some. I'll tell you what.
Fez, do you remember the campaign when they called themselves the world's most misunderstood soft drink? And then in 1970, Dr. Pepper became the most original soft drink ever in the whole wide world.
No, I don't remember that.
Fez, I'm sure you remember the Be a Pepper campaign.
I remember that.
I'm a pepper, you're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
Definitely.
Fez Watley, again wearing a Tampa Bay Buccaneers shirt.
Every day since January 10th.
What is today's Dr. Pepper slogan?
Today's Dr. Pepper slogan is be an original.
Negative.
Oh.
What is it?
Be you. It's those annoying Garth Brooks commercials.
With the prune in it, it ought to be BM. It made me regular at 10, 2, and 4.
Fez Watley, do you remember, or rather, do you also believe, Fez? Have you ever heard, do you ever remember hearing that it came from prune juice?
No, I've never heard that, and I just assume Rob A. is drunk.
And are you, in fact, even though you are drinking it now, and it could simply be a prop, are you a Dr. Pepper aficionado?
I love Dr. Pepper. It's my absolute favorite.
All right, very good.
All right, and Fez, as long as you're here.
I'm Nurse Pepper. I love it that much.
Next week, Straight Eye for the Queer Guy. Are you ready for it?
Okay, yeah, I'm in. You're going to give me a macho makeover?
Right.
Yes.
But you don't get to wear the Teddy Roosevelt outfit. You can't do that.
I can't do that one?
You have to do that on your own time.
But next week, okay?
I'll wear something special.
Okay.
A really pretty Buccaneer shirt.
Okay. There you go. See, now that is why, and pardon the pun,
yes.
the queer duality of Fez Watley.
I understand.
To me.
But
And
the whole football thing
I mentioned this to him the other night. You know, listen to him.
Right.
Yet, look, he's got a Tampa Bay tattoo. Show Mike your tattoo.
I had no idea. Wow.
Yeah, I got that for the Super Bowl.
The beautiful hat. He's got on the Tampa Bay watch and the Tampa Bay shirt.
And you've really worn that T-shirt every day since January 10th.
I don't wear the same shirt. I'm a human. I bathe.
Oh, very good.
He wears a different Tampa Bay shirt.
He does.
As nutty as I am about Green Bay.
I have not studied Fez like you have, and perhaps I need to study him more.
See, here's the thing.
We'll talk over Dr. Pecker.
I'm still in Bennington 101.
As nutty as I am about Green Bay, he's nutty about Tampa Bay.
Really?
Oh, let me get my wife. Hold on a second. Buzz, I promise we'll get right to you.
No problem.
Because my wife has a Fez theory as well.
She does. Oh, good. I'd like to hear that. Now, this is right now we've gone, and it's a beautiful segue, going right from Dr. Pepper 101 to Fez Watley 101.
Hello.
Baby.
Yeah.
I'm here with Fez Watley.
Oh, hey.
And I was, my wife loves your show, incidentally. She likes it more than she likes my show. So, I'm telling my wife about, Straight Eye for the Queer Guy, and I mentioned to her.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, right. You said it's the right way for you.
And I mentioned to her the other night, I said, I was at this ratings party, and I'm talking to Fez, and I think it's an act, because he's got, the Tampa Bay watch, and he's got the Tampa Bay tattoo.
You've always been fascinated by investigating
watches.
Fez, the Fez conspiracy.
Yes, and, baby, you can say it now, what you said to me about...
Well, the discussion was, you can be gay and love football.
And I said, I know a lot of gay guys.
You can be gay and play football.
And that was my point exactly.
I don't know that you're gay because I know that you have a fiancée in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Yes, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. That's true.
And she's chained up in the root cellar up there, right?
But it is a real, just a mind twister for me to think about you and think about what you do away from the radio station. And on one hand,
you shouldn't think so much.
On one hand,
it's going to give you a headache.
Here's the Fez Watley that I listen to and I think that I know. Then I go to this thing and I come home and I tell my wife, You know, it's the goddamnedest thing that he's got a Buccaneers tattoo. I said,
that is the true test of anyone's masculinity.
I said,
you poor thing, you're going to drive yourself nuts. You're trying to figure out it's Pat.
Yeah, I know. All right, Fez.
Oh, God.
Well, anyway, we'll do that bit next week.
I'll play along with the queer guy thing next week, Don.
All right, thank you.
I'll play along.
So here's the other thing. Yeah. The guy knows a hell of a lot of football trivia.
Yeah, that was the litmus test.
I said that to my wife. I sat down with Fez, and I really said to him, I said, he knows all about the Tampa Bay teams back when they had Buccaneer Bruce on their helmets.
Bucko Bruce.
And, the orange stuff. Who was number 42 for the Buccaneers?
Who was number 42? Ricky Bell?
See?
See? So this just confuses you. Your brain hurts now.
Yes.
I'll say 2 words. Jeff Garcia.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, listen to Jeff Garcia. That's been a theory of yours, too.
Right. All right, thanks, Fez.
Thank you, Fez.
No problem.
Okay, so we'll see you next week for Straight Eye for the Queer Guy.
You got it.
That's Fez from the Ron and Fez Show.
Excellent.
Why do you like them better than you like us, honey?
I never said better. I don't remember saying better.
You know how incredibly insecure I am.
About more than you, and you might have gathered that when
You know how insecure I am when I come home and just go, oh, that Ron and Fez. They really made me laugh today. Hey, hearing me and Mike slaying the dragon.
I know.
And I'm sure when I get home tonight, I'm going to hear. So how was the pornographer? How was the midget pornographer?
No, yesterday I told you I was wiping away tears when I was listening to you. I mean, happy, laughing ones, not the usual kind.
All right, baby. All right. Well, here we go. 12 hours. 12 hours to go until we prove them wrong. Less than that now.
Don't jinx us.
That's good. You two should be very proud.
Yeah, I hope Judy's listening right now. Well, you know what? I'll recant the whole story tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just remember, she was not the only one who didn't think.
I know, but she's the. And you know what? Maybe tomorrow on the show we'll get some of the other names.
At least she wasn't like sabotaging like some of the people you associated with.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Steve.
Yeah. Tomorrow, listen. First,
you got to tell that story again about Steve.
First break tomorrow. We'll talk about all the people who bet against us getting married.
All right, bye, boo boo.
Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
What probably is the cruelest wedding party story I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, that'll be tomorrow. Buzz, sorry about that. Just
all right.
Fez walked in, and then the Dr. Pepper, and then the Straight Eye for the Queer Guy, and then.
Right.
Really, this whole thing, I'm really wondering, which way did he go?
Well, it's fascinating, and I think that's what makes their show interesting because you don't really know what's going on.
I mean,
it's kind of fun to have those guys around. I like having them around. They're fun to have here. They really are.
I'll say this: he don't dress like a girl.
No.
Okay. You get what I'm saying?
He's an enigma. 5 guys.
He's got a goddamn Tampa Bay Buccaneers tattoo on his arm.
And what's disturbing me just a little bit is you've been studying him way too much.
He is an enigma.
He is.
He's an enigma. You can't. A guy with a Buccaneers tattoo. Let me just tell you that, right? You know what? He's got to like Poontang.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And I know it's not the pirate thing.
I don't know though.
Even though that could be,
pirate.
Who knows?
Maybe it's a symbol.
Right, who knows?
Maybe it means something.
Frida said to me, like a gay guy couldn't like football?
Exactly.
I said, no, listen, gay guys can like football, but they don't know about as much about football as Fez Whatley does.
Maybe, it'd be a clincher is if he's got a Buccaneer suit at home.
You didn't even see him yesterday. He was wearing his Tampa Bay culottes. Which, I mean, that's a fan.
Hey, you said clincher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, clincher.
Clincher.
So to speak.
Anyway, hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hey, you're still there. Look at that. We actually had 15 minutes of this segment for news, and we just wasted 10 minutes. My apologies, Buzz.
Hey, I'm pretty sure Buzz is straight.
What? You think Buzz is straight? Look at that shirt he's wearing today.
He wears that to try to impress chicks. Right.
And Rob. Buzz, every time we talk about
he's
you,
doing
that Rob hides in the corner and does little, like you're smoking a J.
Want to get high?
I don't know where he gets that.
I don't think if Buzz partakes or not, that has anything to do with...
He wears white shirts with
he smokes.
What did you mean when you said straight? I thought you meant,
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure.
Right, wrong straight.
Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. Queen Latifah looks like a whole different person since her breast reduction surgery, at least to Entertainment Tonight reporter Maria Menounos. And MSNBC says onlookers were stunned when Maria saw QL and shouted a greeting to Missy Elliott, the rapper. Maria took the mistake a step further by asking how she enjoyed filming that Gap commercial with Madonna.
Queen Latifah or Roseanne?
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
Absolutely.
Robbie? Oh, never mind. I know one of them is black. Never mind.
Quoting someone who observed this mistake, it was painful. Quoting a spokeswoman for Queenie, she was surprised someone could mistake her for Missy since they don't look anything alike, but it's okay.
I know Rob is screaming to say it, and I won't say it, though. He loves Dr. Pepper. They all taste the same. Dr. Pepper, Dr. K, Dr. whatever.
Of course.
They all taste the same.
After getting sidelined by some bogus charges, the Episcopal Church has elected its first openly gay bishop.
Says Wadley.
He'll now lead that church in New Hampshire. The vote was 62 to 45, and critics say it will divide the church.
Amen.
Some conservatives left the meeting last night in tears. The official doctrine of the Episcopal Church calls gay sex incompatible with Scripture, but some of its churches have openly gay ministers. The first gay bishop is a 56-year-old divorced father of two who's been in a long-term relationship with a man. He's refusing conservative demands that he bow out, so today, many conservatives walked out of that meeting.
You know, those Episcopals, kind of like anything goes.
That's why they've welcomed me with open arms.
Divorced father of two, and now he's gay.
Welcome.
Hello, Bishop.
Half of the church has embraced him here. In England, they take a different view. In fact, the Anglican Church is not real happy about what's going on over here. And
England
can kiss my ass.
There you go.
Former Hollywood Madam Heidi Fly sobbed on the witness stand yesterday as she told how her affair with actor Tom Sizemore turned violent. She says she confronted the obscure actor about reports he'd been with other hookers, some of whom he owed money.
Can you blame him?
She also told a radio show she didn't like his movie Black Hawk Down.
Isn't Tom Sizemore the guy that's always the gritty sergeant in every war movie made?
I guess.
Bad movie. And don't forget her new show, Fleischcapades.
Quoting Heidi, he hit me and dragged me across the room by my hair. I had a black eye.
Hey, well.
She also says he broke everything she owns. Sizemore is pleading innocent to 16 misdemeanor counts of hitting, harassing, and threatening Heidi. The harassment refers to about 100 phone calls he made in 1 year. He's out on $100,000 bail and faces up to 13 years in prison. Britney Spears has mostly laid low these past 6 months, but now she's reappearing.
Yeah, baby. Oh, she looks so good.
Reappear on September 4th. Baby. She's going to sing before the Redskins Jets game.
Critics love Snatch.
She is, I mean, it's amazing. What's happened to her in the last 4 months?
She's announced she's not a virgin.
Yes.
I'm shocked.
Fessed up, yeah.
And she kind of got longer and leaner, you know?
She looks good.
She's in talks to produce a daily syndicated TV talk show, emceed by a host to be named later. It won't be her, they assure us. But what you really want to know is that Access Hollywood reported this week that Spears just about bears it all for the September issue of British Elle magazine, wearing nothing.
That's right.
Nothing but the shortest shorts imaginable. The magazine says the photos were retouched, but it won't say what parts got touched. Hair.
I bet she's clean.
Yeah, probably.
I bet she's John Bonet-like.
Yeah. Let's all think about that for a moment. While we're waiting to hear if Arnold's running for governor of California, we're hearing that Jerry Springer's decided not to run for Senate in Ohio.
Oh, and listen, the Arnold thing will be on Leno tonight,
right.
And we're going to be all over it on this show tomorrow. We'll have I was telling Rob, it's going to be one of those few times, I think, that we tape something off TV, and all we're going to just play the interview.
Yeah.
We'll stop it and laugh at it.
Right. We'll laugh at it.
But we'll just play the interview.
And they backtracked again, so he actually is he's obviously making the announcement on Leno, right?
It's a close shave. He's actually releasing...
So is Britney Spears.
He's actually releasing a printed statement just before the taping.
Oh, okay.
And then he'll explain it on the show itself.
When do they tape our time?
5:30 Pacific.
All right.
8:30 our time.
Right.
Jerry Springer says he's still under contract to do his show and that his show will distract from the message that he's trying to get across. Also, a survey shows that more than 7 out of 10 Buckeyes have an unfavorable opinion of the guy. Springer served as mayor of Cincinnati and on its city council. He ran for governor there once, but lost.
Hi, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
This is Jerry.
And he sounds like Jerry Lewis.
Like Jerry Lewis.
I mean, when I heard him today, he said, I take the issues seriously, and I don't understand. Right, lady.
Who is this now, Jerry Springer or Jerry Lewis?
Up to that point, Jerry had concealed his Percodan dependence.
You decide.
I walk out with Michael, and I collapse in the hallway. And blood came from every opening I had. Eyes, nose, ears, name it.
I'm still stumped.
Blood flow like the damn dike opened up. What had happened was that the Percodan was concealing the pain of a grapefruit ulcer. They had me in surgery like in 20 minutes.
What?
I was bleeding to death.
Bleeding?
What?
Jerry Stiller.
Thank you. No, Fez Watley. Be right back, Buzz.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt. It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show.
They'll put more cash in your khaki pants. Don and Mike.
Well, listen, now, tomorrow, besides that Arnold stuff we'll listen to, we joined on the phone. We really can't get good guests. Rosemarie.
Oh, my God. She's still alive?
Yeah. Well, have you seen the David Spade movie? She was playing poker.
Yes, she's lovely.
When the maid from the Jeffersons cuts apart and they argue about who's going to have the last Heineken.
Rosemarie's got to be in her 80s, at least.
Maybe older than that. All right. Anyway, she's a garbage pail. But I love the Dick Van Dyke Show, and she's pushing something. She's pushing a stool. I don't know what she's pushing.
Autobiography, I think.
Oh, an autobiography?
Yes.
Anyway, tomorrow she'll be on the show. Friday, we're giving away a trip for two to Phoenix. See the WWE SummerSlam. Don't miss WWE SummerSlam live Sunday, August 24. In-demand pay-per-view. Call your local Comcast or Cox cable system now to order. Digital customers get fast ordering with your digital remote. We'll do that on Friday.
Very good.
And now here's Buzz again. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. The quick and the dead. Bob Hope was dead, still is, and CBS was quick to cash in on it.
Buzz?
Yes?
You've lost a listener.
Yeah. Another one.
Shock, John.
You have lost another listener.
NBC was where Bob worked for 60 years, but the CBS special on the man drew 9 million sets of eyeballs. NBC didn't even bother to do a post-mortem tribute other than the 3-minute blurb it ran twice that night between its other shows.
It's pretty weird that NBC, with their log of tape and all that they didn't do that.
However, this is among the things that Rob and I discussed besides soft drinks, and I had to tell Rob really when I told him to shut up about the soft drinks.
Right.
It was because I could go on endlessly about it.
You guys both could do that.
As much as he could. Rob and I had maybe a 1-hour discussion about how the Hope family told NBC, because MSNBC was first with the story of Bob Hope dying.
Right.
And then it went from MSNBC to NBC, and Rob and I were having a discussion, well, if it's on MSNBC, how come the other networks didn't go with it?
Right.
I think that they've got some asinine rule that they have to find out that it's really true. It just can't be on another network.
Right. So they have to get a confirmation.
So our theory is
that the Hope family showed favoritism to NBC, but how about this? If you remember, after the last Hope special aired in like 93, and he wasn't going to do anymore, NBC cut him loose. He issued a statement saying he was a free agent and would entertain other offers.
Right.
So maybe it was NBC's final FU to the Hope family by not airing a tribute.
Really? These are the discussions that Rob and I have off the radio.
But why would NBC go FU to the Hope family if there's money to be made, if it's bank? You know, that's incredible.
Mike,
why
your telephone.
I'm sorry.
Your telephone.
I apologize.
Your Poonie phone.
I'm sorry.
Linda Hope calling.
Quoting an NBC executive, we felt we paid tribute to him during his life. King of Queens.
Yes, see what they're doing. They're saying F.U.
Yeah. King of Queens got some great ratings last week when it aired back on its old night. A 9:30 p.m. special airing a week ago Monday actually helped CBS win the week in total viewers and kept nearly every viewer that had been watching that night's lead-in. Everybody Loves Raymond. See?
Check out Leo's new website, incidentally, www.ourshow-will-be-canceled-before-the-end-of-the-year.com.
Oh, no.
No, listen. King of Queens is pulling great numbers. Here's why. It's right there on Monday night, right between Everybody Loves Raymond and CSI Miami. There's no Monday Night Football on against it.
That's it.
It's on against Dog Eat Dog. It's on against like Boston Public or something like that.
And they're moving it to Wednesdays.
Yeah.
They're moving it to Wednesdays, where its lead-in will be 60 Minutes to and Becker.
Oh, dear.
Well then.
And listen to this. Eventually, come November, it'll be on against American Idol 3.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
www.myshowsabouttobecanceled.com.
She's going to be in a mood.
Yeah. CBS says it'll broadcast all the big NFL games in high def this fall on DirecTV. Up till now, a few select games on CBS were high def. It'll still be that way over the air and on cable. NFL blackout rules apparently come into play on that.
Will Russell Simmons be involved in that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
the Def Comedy Jam.
That's it. I get jokes.
CBS will be more deaf or more deaf from this point forward.
More deaf. What about Helen Keller?
She's more deaf.
Yeah.
Welcome to...
And she's going to her favorite convenience store.
Which is?
Wawa.
Welcome to Short Attention Span Theater. NBC says it will air mini-movies this fall.
I'm bored with this story.
All right. The balcony... Yes.
Hey,
I'll play along.
I like the way he puts his hands up.
Come on.
Be done. Bring in another jester.
Now, NBC says it will air many movies this fall, and by mini, they mean movies that are 60 seconds long. They'll be split into two 30-second segments and be scattered among the commercials during breaks in real TV shows. NBC's already signed Carmen Electra, Michael Richards, and Tom Arnold for roles in these movies.
I like it.
The network plans to make about 10 of these mini-movies for starters. ABC is apparently doing it, too. And the Cartoon Network has landed the next Star Wars features.
It won't be Seabiscuit.
They're 2 to 3 minute cartoons, also sandwiched between shows, featuring characters from the Star Wars movies. For those of you who like the mysticism, those will also debut this fall.
I like the mysticism.
The balcony...
We took that out of the machine, didn't we?
Yeah, we might.
You still got it in there somewhere? There it is. Hi there.
I like the mysticism.
That's one guy who was waiting in line for 5 days for the last, not the last one, the Star Wars movie that came out like 5 years ago.
I like the mysticism.
Attack of the Bones.
The one that was the one before the last one, with the one that had Jar Jar Binks in it all over the place.
Right.
I like the mysticism.
There he is.
The balcony is now closed because of carcinogens. Cancer took the life of movie critic Gene Siskel, but now it sunk its teeth into his surviving partner, Roger Ebert.
Is it colon cancer?
No, actually it isn't. But you might not be surprised by the gland. He'll undergo radiation treatment next month for a tumor in his salivary gland.
Stay cool. Stay cool.
Wow, that means Don Ephraim's about to lose his biggest client.
God.
No, well, actually, no. Roger says he's going to be around. The 61-year-old also had 2 cancer surgeries last year, thyroid and salivary glands. Quoting Roger, "This is not life-threatening. I will continue to see movies, write reviews, and do the Ebert and Roper show."
Man, that's both. That's weird. That's weird, though.
It is strange. Something in the balcony.
You know, it's like when a health nut gets sick. You say, what's the point of working out?
How can that happen?
Yeah. No justice. In sports.
Ebert's about to be in the E-dirt. And that's sad.
Yeah.
How many miles a day do you think he runs? I mean,
he's a treadmill addict.
He is. Incredible.
He really is.
In sports, the winningest coach in NBA history is looking for a career in TV. Phil Jackson's hired the William Morris Agency to represent him in the showbiz world. And finally, Tucson, Arizona is a very dry place. And
how dry is it?
Unless you've run into 30-year-old Tyrone Henry. Ty was arrested recently for running a scheme in which female college students were paid $10 to test a facial cream.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
You got it. You read ahead. The cream turned out to be...
I didn't read, but I know.
It turned out to be Ty's number 3.
It's DNA. It's white pea.
They got him on fraud charges, but that was about it. They couldn't find any other legal violations. As Henry successfully argued, the women were adults. They were paid for the experience. There was no physical contact. He never exposed himself because the girls were kept blindfolded. Ty says he was just pursuing the American dream with his website, selling photos of the women's facials. I'm Buzz Burbank on the
Garbage Can.
Night Show.
Thank you, Buzz.
You're a garbage can. Garbage can. Buzz is one of the 5 guys that performs for me.
That's right. They're all meat.
We got to go. We'll see you tomorrow with the new episode. Good day to you, sir.
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 Rusty.
I give his salivary gland thumbs down.
Suck. Yeah.
Till we meet again, Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.